121. Emra Sansubium, Yamobiachi, a church amonidium, Mamunina Quaba, Eba, and Nanope program, so midfield action, Joada, Anopadi, Munina Munim say weekend activities, and Yumukankra, Yasafanina, Naibobuano, Nadi Bremo, Nafi, Musumoduma Drintre, Eba, Efa home, Donko, na ya PGMU, na breaking news, and so atwaso ede amayen. Yamamu nyina kwa babiom emra program yi eso montana Tony Atrans yebeko no na fe yare amano nsem kakra obabo no de brain 05515999933 05515999933 mumfa mo messages no WhatsApp messages no emfa so emra 0244263902 0244263902 and also WhatsApp na ehono videos nkwa na betimi de afa de abre de na pesa o kire wadwen de efa weekend the activities out we course so babia Ghana ha de ka ho den for adwen kire ba na yemfa enka ho ema o montana de to na mra we na ye mehwe matches e course so Europe key ones ni nyina ene nsensema sisiye ni nyina no Tony abobo no de brewura clubs ni mu news kakra enso afri ho de abre nyame ya adom ochina UEFA Champions League the games ahodo ben na ebekoso bu nsensem kakra piepie ne Tony ese o de ho nsem nyina enso breye na fi ya ba Africa na ya behwe nyema kakra enso asi ewo Africa Mo Salah oye Egypt ni abrantie na awa chese goals na Oceano da bia obehye bia record fufuro na oye record ben na Mo Salah asan aye bioma na why call na fe other African stories awa Mohamed nyina ababeka ho omemu GPL results PP free emu ebae no na ye de bremo na BBNC da bia no one day ebesi nations elusu ewo abrankese Brekum Chelsea akoso mo kabako amo entimi anti Kumasi Asante Kotoko asan atwa aduana akoyo mo nyedoa 2-0 ewo Nanajiman Badu Park no eso enra na nyasem ketwa kra ye wo munsem pi ayede bremo na referee ben handle nations any Brekum Chelsea no Tony, mon pedi ne mame. Bedi mame. But seriously,
we say that just some hopa.
Aye. But oh hedia, Oh hedia. Bon say assassin bia nsi ho. Yeah. But ono ne gina field no so. Me dey va me hwe ye no de. The mechanic say what?
Penalty no one say.
Yes. Then no coach is abo with penalty. My friend so many times. But referees catch them say there was a handball.
Okay.
Yes.
Video nini.
Yes, there was a handball situation.
Say Kasim the Nensa Peke ball na.
Yes. Bibisa.
Sa.
Yes. It's a handball bibao.
Okay.
A referee no and no hope into who's no. Yes.
Handball.
Yeah. Well, who bibisa? Ebe express no beba na yahwe media. Me share and I don't know say be a meninu na but yes in a handball bi ho yes apa the referee nka games are ebeto aso nyina na game an kontra ba bi foforo na onsua game no eye but yes in a handball bi ho say no crazy handball bi situation bi ba mu ho dia na osafa abaso body so who's a handball I don't know. Ye kwaba send na wo adwen kire eyo e de efa nsema hodo e course no nyina eho. Tony Montana mamra ho quickly na ye hwe de de brain.
Me da sipi godfather. Nyame adom na ho so e.
Yakob adom ene ye dwada nkofo mo obi ahu me de adwa.
Oh Debbie. Obi ahu ni asem.
Yeah.
Ne mum kai abaso body mpo.
Why na body abaso? Oh na kwa me de yes.
Na kwa me.
Yes ye body abaso ya de pa.
This is the latest couple in town.
Yeah. Yes, na kwa me ya de pa.
Ti almost e aseda nko.
Yes, why ya de.
Mr. and Mrs.
Yes, why ya de pa.
Almost e aseda nko.
Why ya de na kwa me.
Na portion na ya aseda.
You trinkwa. Relations, oh yeah, dear. Now, dear, me say wojo. Unko is a King Promise. No, sorry. Making money, King Promise. King Promise, yes, you one kind of funny example. You can't. But that's a contract.
Oh, sir, to a preachy. Yeah.
Money. King Promise as his son. Right, assistant. Okay, congrats. Nana Kwame, why are they pa? This is Obeka. Udino Mr. Baby Dianimo. Why are they a young guy? You wish him well. Bibi anko so kama pa. One oba ne friend say rejoice. Okay. Your mawari so miniso ba na de mo animo.
Yeah.
Mo chile pa. But some kra ma chile a.
I want chile a. I mean evidence kra.
Evidence woman just say. Bani ade ne you still no. Yes, so. Odi ka dey anomano otutu no hu na de ne ba be kire ze anoma be ni but wish you well Mr. and Mrs. Yemko.
With that CP Godfather. And then Juada and some of the doors so MT for and then I have 4 kwaba. Yes, shall say from free Turkey. Jose Marino over the weekend. Fenerbahce almost every 6-2 on Marino arrival and then pass Fenerbahce ball match no avalanche of goals 6-2 and the winner Jose and Fenerbahce enyaye. Na o post match then some trophy Kobisa Jose say ampa say 0 Ronaldo under you and you who send the goals no numbers no appreciate obo game na goals no flow enti okope Ronaldo aside na babiem umiente response Jose Edmai.
So it's better not to speak about logic. Ronaldo to Fenerbahce only if he comes for lunch. If Saudi Arabia to Portugal, Istanbul is almost midway. Maybe one day he comes in his private flight, he stops in Istanbul and he says, I want to see my old friend Jose, and he comes to Hotel Four Seasons, Bosphorus, where I live, to have a nice meal with me, to play in Fenerbahce. The people that is writing this, they don't know what they are writing, or they are happy to write bullshit, because it's totally bullshit. And if there is any player to come to Fenerbahce in January, has to be very good, because to be better than these guys.
To cry. Also was be now no be apologize Jose in West na e be very very strong. Name oni nyina twa no or di bank rumor no or se no kra bia enim Sir Ronaldo join Fenerbahce our Turkish league no mo yanko Italy enche nyame aduma next February na FIGC Italian Football Federation eba beto aba na legend back on atwinity ni din e de Alejandro Del Piero are making intentions clear say onya FIGC akonya na open anunti by Wednesday there na wa confirm so obegina se encho no so aba na woni say Electoral College 276 delegates na Serie A clubs no ebeto aba Serie B Liga Pro Liga Nacional 52 analysts 26 coaches and 9 referees and ebeye vote no be cast na onya 50+1 and abetimi abeye FIGC president enti wey Del Piero ni intention no and wa announce obia enso aso etimi atiba America so ye Thomas Muller say ball no onya bi mo and say ni role no akwakoye behind the scene obabe one of the senior players and until before games during and after on the players ni kasa now I encourage you say more or less or your backup to Jamal Musiala and then Hurricane says that players need stay fit there and onumula ojitum say onya bi embo nemum say players nemu ba kuni ho there and obesta put in or say akwakoye bibi foforo e de amano nenso with or without him el park no players no enso deliver papa yanko Spanish Premier League no weekend with Barca from 2 goals up and a Celta Vigo ebekote match no ekoye 2-2 Barca na share first inform Rafinha say do number can be na kwakoye am goal enti Rafinha share first Lewandowski share second name red card na buy no na esesa enie makra enti Barca eka 10 minutes ama give na bana wie no ana omunya red card sa red card no na ede asam no e buy Barca consider 2 more goals enti Jukonde we elementary on club on pon free way and akoyi so na ema ekaba ko etiye and then equalizer no and so and our Kessben so ju konde na begia to say oyem from so enra game na course no oka ho bi ne man Barca a ball draw after the game Hans Flick our Barca coach no so no onye happy crono so the message way edijai.
So we can speak honestly. It was a really bad match from us. So it's had nothing to do with the things normally we want to see. So we have with the ball control was not good. We have many mistakes we did. So also in the first half. So it's not that like we normally play football. So today was not good, and we have to speak.
Mistakes on Kwan and my can't ya. From 2 goals up, Omone Celta Vigo a ball draw. Lami Yamal on Kamubia, Barca struggle pass some be winning. Wapra Anunti Yami Aduma Champions League Barca and breast air bono. Lami Yamal on ye available on also ebetimesi can be Eddie Ama Barca. And now Real Madrid and social coming in San Leganes Antimi Ante Kylian Mbappe Freddy Valverde and Jude Bellingham Nesha 3 goals no Eddie Emma Madrid NT Vinicius very selfless on a goalkeeper and now square Emma Kylian Mbappe at the first goal no at the etum captain Freddy Valverde Enra on the ball captain Ambano na the goal no so and our Kessben so and then Jude Bellingham ono so ye started season no na the goals no na atiko na emba was start here ono enso ehye ono so the bako e the eso so nti match highlights now enjoy our Kessben so nti Freddy Valverde ono ebo captain Amban Emma Madrid no after the game on the message by in Spanish edo bibiara say for almost supporter and I'm so Emma Madrid almost share 3.
Espero que estén contentos por la victoria, por el gran partidazo de todo el equipo. Es una alegría tremenda, sobre todo bueno, para mí en lo personal, cumplir un sueño de poder llevar la cinta de capitán de este club. Agradecido a todos ustedes, agradecido a mis papás, agradecido a mi mujer, a mis hijos que siempre están ahí apoyando. A la Madrid, vamos arriba por más. Hola madridistas, espero que estén contentos por la victoria.
We and Sema Freddy Valverde about Captain Amban and Rama Madrid winning by 3 goals to nothing no and Edo Bibira so Florentino Perez Asia na general meeting at Barcelona enye easy cry one or say Ballon d'Or no na Clamono was for Vinicius Junior. I feel all of a sudden na Rodri akofa Ballon d'Or na ka Vini Nyampa also Kamadi player na enya either Captain Danny Cavaya and also Jude Bellingham who back also for Ballon d'Or no na countries binti nema Rodri FIA countries be to say Namibia, Uganda, Albania, and Finland. Some include Vini, our top 10 votes, no. Nema Rodri Faho Ebeje Ballon d'Or. Name or say as it stands now. Vinicius, the best player in the world. Or Mbappe, the transfer nonsense. Kakra say Obia be remember the presentation at Bernabeu because na a historical na Mbappe arrival no. Eniama papa ena ede aba club ni mu so we need first title no ekoye Super Cup omo aba modern di Atlanta Force nkunim no and then the first trophy a Mbappe eba Maduro timi enyanti more and so ebetimi afollow ye papa we so ne agina na yadan ho aba ye kwakofa ni what scientific herbal hospital and crack to tiawa ye ba pe ye be rem Premier League any other leagues no.
Eba Niwad Scientific Hospital. A team of medical scientists. I have created a boom near the infinite maswo. A juma or ya share has it. Ya share had it. Yes, I'll buy a sabi. Near time a good amount. Said the coconon. The boom, ya do to a fiducial. The Mephidio Mushu. The meal at the potier, the Yagane Breo. Nessa me in ya. Yarene do in the piano so. The better I'm out to Yariasi. What the editing said. See, baby, I said, what we are here, which is to a center.
Open what scientific hospital, Dr. Phobius, your Jumane say, and Buna any time or what dear Eddie Dumiano, Yenya Mushimo, Nafe, in Renwakasai, whom my friends are fight to chemicals, no. Yes, struck same in Runo, Nayan from Fremro, and for a mount, a be our kidney no, Yaria Bemo, kidney no essay, young Kwana Ganaha, yet take a habine, Eddie dialysis, our kidney not say I could do said Dian Kwanwa. nyarehyiamu na nya didi na fo ni kyerem ewo ni what scientific hospital bofra ban eboye ama wo diabetes ye di bofra ban ene nyama bi efra ede ma wo a ebebo ma diabetes na o sugar ekosrupi no eno so aboa ama etinya bafum ebia na wo hwe misisi e na o problem pa e yo mema sem baba bi wo no mu a onya tenkan kora so ho ba beda obo so otimi nya hode ne pagya no wo ba hyiamu a ehyiamu ana adwo eno obo so atese ne bema no ensore kora ebia na e no bi ada so a wo nom yo ba na utie me na se e ya wo no problem ebia na e fibro na kosi a wo no kwan ana wa kwa ya sabia doctor si ensu abetata onkohyiamu ovarian cyst ana se fallopian tube no e na block ye obebu okura wo sebuo ensisi so ni nyina timi sinyi se ho kwan bema bia na ho nsuo e na wo form nkwawa no e wo form low sperm count na obu okura beba beba ne ho nsuo mo no na emwa no be friend say spermatozoa no ba kokura we nyina e ha esi awo ho kwan a obani what scientific hospital a enfidi ade ehwe wo beda di amye wo se problem bi wo no mo a ne atimi ehu aduro na afi aduane ye betchera mo adi pressure nti amo akoma bo peperi asem kura si ofi ntimi mo amane obi so hweme na ne bi stroke akawa tompamo ye kwa wo ye ba wo so ntimi okasa na pampan boni bi akire frɛ no halitosis yade ba ko a ya no wanyi obi opewase obetimi akade akire wo a ade bedi unya okasa bia na obi atwene hwene okoda na nyumre oda odwonso antentem ye papa mo mpanifo no every 40 50 60 years ekwa mo no o prostate na ekese prostate enlargement eba sauda odwonso antentem odwonso bebransa na ade ache emane nka achi enkofa catheter ahoma nkoto ba memo abusuafo bi ebere nti manya adaje amoya de dia nyadidie seni what scientific hospital Ghana hade opa ya sabe ya dia befrim dia fidie ede twe enubena enafa hode ni fra habemu ede sawo ya de mawa na eyeni what scientific hospital yiwo kumase atonsu Monaco junction ya dansura bank no ene bi eni mehwe enkran so yewo ma 7 ye ben Janet Corner dan no 0244 087687. In case you are watching us from any part of the world, whether you are in any African country or you are watching us from Europe, you can contact us on WhatsApp +233 244 087687 or on Google Map. Just type Niwat Scientific Hospital and you'll be given the exact location.
Niwat Scientific Hospital. Nyankopɔn rumenti wa moto ebeba.
Ni what scientific hospital ho ane ekwa na ekwa German craft 20 ko so ne friend numbers no na ekọ ma omo enhwel tiko na ekwa the best of medication yento so all the English Premier League Thomas Partey he was on fire off the bench ebe share second goal Arsenal share come inside Nottingham Forest antimi ante na Partey goal no na efepa outside the 18 boss said they all have Partey goal no and ye chiro our Kessben so into Arsenal omo ehye 3-0 against Nottingham Forest. Na Partey goal no na FA papa. After the game, yehu Arsenal fan bako a oto nyom ema Partey. Momienko na yentie enyema Arsenal fan no oso aye eduma Thomas Partey.
Thomas Partey with the baller. Thomas Partey.
When you watch games,
Thomas Partey, the baller. Thomas Partey, the baller. Thomas Partey, the baller.
Well done.
Thomas Partey, the baller. Thank you, Robbie. Go on.
Why don't you do that again?
As Partey wonyom ena Arsenal fan bako swai edi amano ofri bench ena buy ofri half time ena Mikel Arteta ye change almost at second half no bem a obenya asa goal no ema Arsenal for eto aso a omo ehye 3 na Arsenal fan bako wadi mfie du na the way o see analyze game na efe keke Arsenal share 3 over Nottingham Forest no 10-year-old Arsenal fan or analyze game no maybe nti akwada no nsimo di tuja.
Yeah, very good performance. I think that the performance was needed because important game. Because if we lost, then it would have been
over, innit?
Yeah, not really over, but it would have been hard to come back from loads of losses and draws. So I think this win is very important, and I think we played very well when Yuri.
Ghana ha ebenya bi obi a osua or just 10 years na o analyze the match nye say bia o ye commentary ene de ye hu sem kwada no bom modern pa nebom so ba analyze game said akoda we eye no ye will be Ghana ha na amom ye ntim nkanti Arsenal fan back ho na o ye just 10-year-old na o analyze o win na o nyan over the weekend. Leicester City after your manager Steve Cooper when ena eba that is a Ruud van Nistelrooy former interim manager by United no na ne din eba say Leicester City Jordan Ayew ne Shaku omo team no owners na din come say the beya obetimi abefa club no Enzo Fernandez Chelsea midfielder o she go weekend wey Chelsea win here by 2-1 against Leicester City na nkofo can say ono be free Chelsea or say there be Chelsea fans we are in this together. We are simple message, but not just one day or that's a part and pastor of Chelsea. Marco Kuyera say weekend way almost less than 2-1 no not Chelsea fans the ding etonium. Or say Jumaden and our Emma Chelsea fans in the etonium because a dream maybe no not Chelsea fans and penny diati. No one penny my cramos was son, then so net dear and Emma son Emma or more ding etonium or say hard work. Namana baby doing I'm this far. Roy Keane, Man United legend, no, Enra ultra stretch town. I'm gonna give na se no. On the fan back and to park Sakasa, and also fan no in shano our car park now on fan boom. Umientie and summer a course so between the fan and a Roy Keane, Man United legend.
In the car park. In the car park. Calm down. Yeah.
Roy Keane, Man United legend, no. Just on no there now come on the debut was slow. Enti what is our culture fan is oh dear yen share car park I had there say a nipem ye ka see come pata yen share car park or said the Jose ekoshia referee bi or car park no see yen share na obeti we die the mu enka ho. Roy Keane say Ruben Amorim in the first match no players no pin na money more na from United some be finishing in the top 4 no a bit difficult. Roy Keane kasai
was at United, the position of the league, the results, probably maybe lack that confidence and belief. But do I believe this group of players have the quality to start getting Man United back up towards top 4, top 5? I've been saying it for ages. Absolutely not. The evidence isn't there. And again, today we come down here to take a new manager.
Team for United and the top 4. I bet you because players no more from pa. Ruben Amorim and or that players no. Say omo kwa traveling fans no na omo kwa applaud omo enti coach ni instructive players ni say mo he Kessben TV after the draw no ana ogada players ni say mo be enko fans na travel here no ya kwa applaud omo ya ngwe ni de me first game nenso na ball no nye bad cry enti players no ana coach no odo mo say omo enko da supporters no ase after the game Ruben Amorim enso the message we jai.
Ruben, so your first game in the Premier League, a draw, what do you make of it?
Not a good result, but it's a tough league with a high intensity. But we start very well, and we should have more ball after the first goal. But we are
United Bako, Ipswich Town Bako. Now under Ruben Amorim, Marcus Rashford, nation the first goal. Previous managers, David Moyes, Ruben van Persie, nation the first goal. Luis van Gaal, Rooney, nation goal number 1. Jose Marino, Juan Mata, nation the first goal. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Rashford, Kroya, nation goal number 1. Emma, na Eric Ten Hag, Jadon Sancho, nation goaler Edikan. Enti the course no. Na young Liverpool as well. Mo Salah about 2 goals. Na Liverpool 8 really from 2-1. Now I'm be share 320 Mo Salah. New 2 goals are share on our Kessben television. So after the game, Mo Salah Ekasai can go in one sem and have a Premier League Man City. Say no omo below Liverpool. On also commentate about Man City performance. So momentin sama Mo Salah on also Eddie Tuja.
Mo, you've scored many a goal in your time at Liverpool. Just how important were those 2 today?
Well, it's very important, especially we were down 2-1, so I'm glad that we managed to win the game. That's the most important thing.
From going ahead early on, Southampton did manage to find a way to turn it round. Usually Liverpool have been so ruthless when they've gone ahead so far this season. What perhaps was lacking a little bit today?
Well, each game is different. I think they have a game plan. They play very well, and yeah.
Mohamed Salah ene juada emrenu edwane panti Salah die so ana yebegina na enkofo cross nsam no Godfather wadaroma ye die asi.
Okay, Montana de Tony Fancia na manfo messages a eba no yenkomra na yemehwe ni nyina. Mo videos no enso ba na eba Rubina Morentoni na kwaba the diamano no. Yes.
Welcome to the Premier League.
Yes.
Also Portugal no na omabo 11 games na omulusu Premier League no. For crack. Na me twen say Franco Saturday ni jeje ho sa Amorim I mean say one so na nyuma kese.
All right.
And I'm also Ruben Amorim.
Wait my say
Ipswich.
Okay.
Ipswich.
Relegation over the moon. Omo prepare small mbaba kanti ude boom.
Okay.
Mbaba kanse mago sa.
Draw yen na ehwe. Can you nana mpa?
Oh, you man time.
And can different story than here kan.
Time.
Nana point blank says oh yeah no.
You man time. But say the Liverpool omo ba so pa. And that's some kitu.
You know mo Wednesday.
And nipa obet ma challenge no so na. She say all tiba from sa.
Oh so cra. If we say Pep started coaching on board games lose sada. First time in the coaching career.
Bibia on the way.
5 losses.
Soja we do baby no. Neko kranka. But Liverpool one be challenge us. This
no question. Anna Slot 18 Premier League games. We're winning 16.
Yeah.
Wow.
Why a bit much challenge no?
Anna Slot. Oba on to bia o. Liverpool manager on to bia.
All right.
I
see Liverpool afia na.
You know Wednesday
Champions
League. Wow.
All right, young comrade. Then I was watching Chelsea.
Oh, say Godfather.
Yeah.
Me muhano. So Bobby a chia. Ya some penasem. Mikel Obi. Obo Jackson chin. Also a different breed.
Sure.
Nicholas Jackson. Or such a criticism. No, you're happy, say Mikel Obi be sa. But a ginger no pa, but so proven wrong. Name we ain't had no players no common negative.
Uncle Danasi. I call
now mo call down cry.
Players
what do you think I my friend of phone so I don't know the back
never go now try so but the next movement not do to social media.
Yes, sir, from Jackson. Yes, sir.
Okay, but no one
yeah, no, you're happy. No, you're happy. But Bruno, yes, or that and pa.
But or the performance.
Yes, and no mum air some more.
It go di.
Yeah.
And one corner so Mikel Obi so. And or the performance and silence you know.
Okay. Extraordinary.
Say Anna Mikel Epe. That's not what on Kabium. All right. Because na yako fan kra to kakra free Dawood Heba yeba na e dia kare nyina no ato am so na edwa dan kakra ye pem so ko
Enuanum ni adofo ye frɛ me Dr. Dawood me na me da Dawood Heba hospital ano na enam me so enane Dawood ointment Dawood 360 capsules wodwa manso a ene obi adi hu adanse na duwei edutwem Dawood ointment o se fatwi na ebeko ofa Dawood 360 capsules o se sisi na ade ewom na drum yenu wei e adwuma bom obi a osisi ye o ya pa de obeye ne se o de Dawood ointment no etwitwe osisi na anopa ene anwumre a nansa bia no na odi bia bo asawa obetimi de atua udware wi a fa Dawood ointment o de te ne fa sra ta bre kro na no na wonom Dawood 360 capsules no anopa ene anwumre na danse ye na ba amane o de enko na enko ti adanse ni bi
Dawood ointment edrowe me straighten and well done the toda me pon djuma na me honam nyina me ye me hu bibi enyi ba se minya sa Dawood ointment we na me twitwi a na anopa so minya Dawood 360 na me no a ese kware me ye adwuma kra se kane no te do we de edi masema ma na be di so asema ma
ye electrician na ye adwuma ekofia ye ntimi na Dawood ointment so ye adwuma na obra okodru fia fa twitwi ade be che no na ho aye den Dawood ointment fa twi keke na ebeko
ruwa me yusu mama hode pa ma metumi gba adwuma bibia e kama e ma me ye Dawood 360 capsules
ɛna Dawood Ultimate ɔmɛmɛrɛ wei no now the way no so twitwi wapɔ so ɛbɛma yaw ne nyinaa afiri ɔma adeɛ kyerɛ ɔtumi abɛbɔ adwuma Dawood Ultimate fatwi na ɛbɛkɔ
da bia amafo kompenu da woka mu sa akɔ spreader me secret na nu ani ebudo na anim Dawood Ultimate ɛne papa me sɔre anopa me twitwi me sisi achi me babia he me ntebrɛ secret ni nie ti so person te sɛ me a we use Dawood Ultimate. That's the secret of my taxi driving.
Me a transmission gearbox specialist. Ejuma mi ye. Enkan na me pega ade a na me nsakura ntimi pega. And I say me ma ade so na lock me sisi. Say free say me share Dawood 360 capsules. And the Dawood Ultimate. Abo me bebre the drive na so amente ya mente bla bia. Obia mo modern so betimi apɛ Dawood Ultimate. And the Dawood 360 capsules. Enya bi ato.
Odofo se wate bi. Aduro ya me ka ho asɛm no. Eno ho adanse ene wonom adi no. Ko pharmacy e ben wo. Herbal shop e ben wo. Ne koto Dawood Ointment. Dawood 360 capsules. Na se de enkrofo di ho adanse no. Wo so be di ho adanse. Wo pese wo frɛ ya. Eno na wo screen ase no 0244 88 64 37 na 020 168 1717. Baby, I ton a draw on my gun and Mubiano, or the house open Dawood Ointment and a Dawood 360 capsules.
Emra program ye so Monday edition of Midfield Action. Kessben Television, Kessben 93.3 Kumasi, Kessben 92.9 Accra. In Domas Heat, Kumasi Asante Kotoko rose, defeating Aduana, silencing foes. A victory and a crucial spark. The coach needs time, his craft to refine. To guide Kumasi Asante Kotoko to their destined shine. But patience is key. The journey is long. With unity and support, we'll right the wrong. The scorer running straight to the coach to hack him clearly, debunk most of the rumors. And will your crew accept that they erred with their predictions as they all ruled against a victory for Kumasi Asante Kotoko? Hooliganism is a deep-rooted problem we need to deal with. Can Newton highlight on the tactics Coach Ogum deployed against Diana on Cologne, Germany? Message I also did buy and then anopay and no. Now also saying, we should accept that we erred in our predictions. Why na Kotoko di Diana Kwakobo and Rano na Obeko for Kotoko win. Senye bibi fufuro bi na ball na e field no so no e na ye hwe analysis na de wan na be ma Kotoko win against Aduana o do ma hinkro
na he ba kwa te say in the program on operating to
yes o he ba kwa te busa before Kotoko game na say Kotoko ba ko say Aduana
ye no na program from Duada e ko ti na Saturday ya Sunday ye ma aduma
yes
o operating to Kotoko na be
de na Kotoko aya ndi no o metima ko say Aduana me busa 5 games o mo lose 4 including matches I able home. Matches are Aduana performance cry I was switch omo omodi mo was switch omo se Kotoko enti die na wujina so akase Kotoko we kwa say it is obi predict Aduana win and a double chance and I'm friends a double day double chance it does obi win and also be draw so I say na rukai
match
die enti na o kasa say we say
yes obi in the prediction match I be as a Joe. Obi a prediction obi tin aka so obi a was the Brecum Chelsea Nations game.
Yeah.
Because we check Brecum Chelsea on last 4 games.
Yeah.
Now the be checking nation form on war. Now mo say ball home. Now Brecum Chelsea be to bank akoshe o mo home. And no ni ade as obi gina so ka say chinchina e twan nation be na Brecum Chelsea ashabaka say you are in the prediction.
That is it.
But Kotoko against the Aduana Stars. Now out of 15 points, Kotoko 1 point. Normally, me are win 2-0 against the Aduana Stars.
Yeah.
I don't think will be in office.
Yes. In the Ebasa game, the Ebaso na ya be hwe ni pa. Roller or the Justice Blade. You know we no waka was maka. na oka omumua na yedin ko betu be fufuro
on say the be am say supporters are not always right.
Yeah.
The same thing coaches are not always right.
Yeah.
Because I do share the level of Carlo Ancelotti more do. Ancelotti play a papa bia waba apart from Lionel Messi in the last 25 years wa coaching. Zidane, Luis Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, C. Ronaldo, who else? Maybe Neymar and then Messi. But said you almost cried me question almost say I did we are Carlo here the why mistake. Pep Guardiola, I didn't hear from Pep Biu. So no can't say we jai coaching Krana. The dream back his tribute to our company we as best. But we sit here and ask why Pep deploy a certain player a certain role. Ain't there are some players within the setup I don't know. Team bien where or papa we are saying in 15 years. So when 15 say Manchester City without Rodri, Matthew Kovacic and Kevin De Bruyne what situation. Into team be our midfield ninja and work it for you. It said, suggestion I need movie, but what can we say? Let's hope, say, finally the coach have also accepted, say, playing the player at that role will be crucial to that changes a better the Kotoko setup, and finally, I'm going to me a 3 point. Said, coaches there, they can always be right. The same thing applies to we are not sacrosanct. Samson and supporters need your Mukabiane right. Sana gave that here.
Okay. For the first time, we was Antiko ball say the pre-season.
Yes.
Mihuna the match against Mediema. So much they be a become once.
You know, so much in the Champions League.
But say by live with
yes. The person say tempo ne level na moko hwe otakwa no. Mediema kromo was amateur.
Mihu kakra wo. Ekwanye ni nyina no mbo
yes. Namke Mediema mpu no. League ni no. Sabo no mo against Kotoko e otakwa na moko hwe. Omukro mo bi. Sanso na Kotoko sa level on the standard league no mo.
Yes.
So let's hope say this is the right time.
In the free all of a sudden the way ko buy the way buy we say akofa and some be the buy Kotogum congratulations ono mrantena ya my dear papa na sene ohine bakan no say players we should go number run to the coach and now say after the game players ebes fa coach aswano atotono echibibi enti yen continue from na yen ko eni very simple nothing no na represent obema brem kakra na fi minko the Rokami Chase Sports Complex kakra bi etitu kakra
initial comment
yes initial comment no kakra
if you are not breaching
no if then na twetwe ho komo ya kakra
some two interesting score lines over the weekend. Dr. Chepak, I'll say about first time losing there, and then DC Domano. Seriously, to say that now can no journalist, no fan, and a man Asante Kotoko a chance to even get a draw.
Yeah.
Our Domano. Yes, Ediana is not playing well currently, but Bona Kotoko Kobo Mianka Sasa shocked me. From what I saw. And it looks like in the history of the club, Kotoko has won twice, all of them orchestrated by Prosper Neteogo. I don't know, say, of course, secondary school or Doma, or touch.
I don't know.
I don't really know, but. Yes, your good friend is also in the Lions Den now, your champion.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
On Zenra game, no. Na, do be loose be a nitida chopping.
Sure.
Na. Referees need delay near my neck also half time no and na say Ghana Premier League na a wood TV so baby na here witness this. Do you know funny thing is here? Live score, foot mob,
okay,
and sofa score. Apps now live you know.
Yeah.
Over no more 52 minutes.
But the
Guzu koso app no so but yeah start I said what's happening? I think them there to if you say be a TV na me hear ni be a article. Who happen no so game so do mo munya to start second half it's a bit unfortunate. Meaning say there referees report, match commissioners report, club officials complaints and if
no man a course or tunnel no dressing room no yem pese be can we be as na because still no but there's no bibi course
Yeah.
But you need proof no.
But there's a video.
Yeah, bull referee. Said the money can say bull referee.
In that video, say Crawford stormy referees, no.
Okay.
A room.
Okay.
Yeah. Nipa na wo twa no hwa no so
phone kuta nkeke
ba na etwa ba camera na si ni trase
opija camera na ebeji ahwe yeah
tina camera na si ni trase you see an inverted image
serious, very serious. Did you say referees in free time no be di game no?
Yeah.
So the report no dey be kon ade na be hu ba omo obi a no yes seriously involved in the na ekoso no.
Yeah.
Diana supporter no. Ono can side, but referees nso be come there.
Of course.
It is an pay penny no din sembe bre to dwa ono kra na line one no so awe no.
So line one na kika.
Yes.
Also line one mo ma we no.
Yes. Sembo na chi a tutukuru nya din.
Bisa za una mo baby e be na referee aka.
No ba so chechiri.
Was it referee now win now? Medical report no more say the sinner.
Some BBC na referee no bufu ye no go so no. So chechiri. Te do why?
We dey you know me tie me peti.
Who the referee you be there?
Drive me peti me hu say okofebo oni general party we dey we ketia.
Oh say be ko Europe. Say la me more. Okay, what do you mean?
You know me tie agla.
Okay.
Game there was a Luther say that Luther game ase. Lose, draw, win there to say a game. The first half no to say na go no mo share we ho hwe nyi a clear goal out to say the second half na first half na end ya mo ba no now to say pinche kakra attempt there was a referee normal until mo bula dressing room na me ka so oh referee when see pressure no fan to chen game no dance boa the BCB na si ti me ne referee no kasa na line one no e pagya the phone o twam na say asema me kan yes mogre I didn't tell so twam na me bonus as only camera ni free na nkasa said be pressure no sisi o kasa o kwa pressure o ho yeso yes ye said yes team control na de ko no san ko di next game ti basa basa bia den emma nti me bo phone to na me so delete de o twa me fa no no so me sa o ka me tiam ni nyina no san me ji sa na san di see me ha o hwa ma chi ha ya enya sen kutam sa in fact match commissioner me respect no pa na me so never be maduro football mu no maduro chiri ba bia me level na dru sisi ya no me ka say me de old ayi ni baba emwa na say me menya abotre na game na
so they say omo no onye ne hwe e na who say line na fa phone camera ultra and then so mo bi bo kwan so ntwetwa us rough unim no odi go akoye so they say yes it was top line no
general to show say
minister bra go din komo na wali try video
try video akoye dey
o dressing room no be a stormy ho and common only need na very peaceful no have our camera no
and say be a bit messy we are only go din komo na have your ko twice
and common only na very peaceful no have our camera na utwa
be only din komo say be a later with my twice so into record the only referee no ye nyina
na san common no save there other na osuro so be record
record so akoye
in the dressing room
okay ye ndi asem
elsewhere
you be say be asem no
referee dressing room
me say be asem
no referee dressing room
we no din komo sisi a dem who so be jina be record me no I'll stop you
enyo dressing room
general referee's dressing room and at that time into a show say normal common na eba ni on phone no recording and they all can enya asem boni bia na on deleting cha on
delete na said the referee be can no be asem fro bi no be can fine but at all can you see the city on referee din come na
referee na we
dia
incident no obebo referee no phone ato form no try so here na general
record no on man kwan
na okopedi referee dressing room
me nim so ho ni see o record no man kwan ndu the infancy a me mpese be ya na fe we akofa time ni nyina all right intino referees report mo fanko se BBC a mo referees no nim se no ntipempi no masi mo report and I'm very particular that is in number ka see nya several instances bebre or see anya na hwe the referee in fan report nko the see bia na luta no so nko na onko yiyo ma no but seriously for the first time kotoko bass na ebenya na me no mo edi nko mo bass no ebenya almost reception no nya na brekum no
doma
hinkro no omunya bi da if so you share ball as ya kotokoko no man incro say team no ebinya sa reception in Germany just
me fear for them was the second half because first half goal no problem be anyway but normally football on casa if you lose by a larger margin ya need things so bit my be
no but so omo no e be bia even before the game e sha say eba during eba and after and so was anya kakra so just say but I'm throughout bia e come up
that's good
yes nti ye be board of man crew for abaso okay no problem
especially when referees issues are there
no me can't team see I can referee the area attack a cause so many referees ne bam 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 the area no any separate from team no sana kotoko ho no and
we are looking at the whole game
no
we are looking at the whole game
we know you ever field no so you call off the pitch off the referees no ne domafo and crew omone asante kotoko team no go in several instances team na kona kra no management members e ka ho no kra ba mutumi attack bi e di o matemo ye nyoma bebrebe indi ya ka referee the area the make can say nsama omo ka chem free bus no mu de na kire say ade a omo nyaa no omo hu bi da e odoma indi nipa no ya ade ba bi na say ofum ba bi enche say ade o ya ade no mbona baso me de mebo ma so no mo ye ndo ba ya de because omo say reception of the man omo no omo hu bi da eye kotoko team no officials in dey different
wadaroma me so me dey say game ya bo half time ya train for about 10 minutes because referees are
being official.
Generally is the game we are talking about here.
Me separating no officials.
I also want to look at that part.
Okay, oh dear,
that's it.
It's simple. Oh dear, you ball referees no ball match. Any fans na chi say omo yes I don't know. You the visiting team no so no e wa basketball the omo dey ma team no.
Me condemn the work no because I've
to me when they go there on to me then I say
no, I've just not said don't say that.
All right. SMP your home, SMP. Yanko nations. Andy, nations.
I as a referee imagine kakra.
Yeah.
I'm on my video no.
Oh, imagine kakra.
Oh, imagine kakra. Okay. I can't say no.
No tough.
Oh no defender ni no.
Yeah.
O je dey born inside na here dey.
In come on me dey here Andy, almost say a born inside.
Almost say a born inside.
Almost say handball be bem.
Oh, General.
Boy. Man who she young.
The General boy they say handball club be more pim defender.
Me dey referees 3 edim ko bo.
Almost say handball.
Because me hwa na be pim le ma hwa sa. Me who be here.
On the TV say handball mo just angle. This angle will not give you.
Yes. And Sevanko the first thing here opushiro. Ansa na nsabum krabem. O de hwa. Aba. Oboni mu say.
To what me one angle per the academy.
Na we dey angle too. Hwe ball na omo ko. Aba.
Maybe I may agree with Andy and say time now contact between Amankonane Razak by Nabo Nunyan and Razak Simpson. So there was a push on Razak Simpson before the ball got there. And even anything, Amankona fouled Razak Simpson and Sanabono Ebel.
Perfect.
That's how I see it.
That's the description of it. ABA be a casera opim ni we born nsa nti e penalty.
The mo kan sa na me so me dwen ho say sanity. Ti me be nka referee na me ka che Mickey say on referee di ma me. Na me ne no nwi afidie so ne. And konti o G penalty no e ma brekum Chelsea. But upon consultations, referees no so na come call. O say handball bi ba ho.
And you can say handball bet ABA na Razak kick off him. Born nsa. But there was a push before the handball.
I see.
Sana yeka.
Okay.
So
shoulder to shoulder.
Shoulder to shoulder. So when by sequence the first move here there Amankona epim ni move versus Razak Simpson. Now maybe the second sequence na ye all confirm no born nsa. Me dey di mu here you know.
Okay. Into morning sans na push ni ba.
There be you know how there born e ben na say wo hwe. Hwe omo mienu ko no. O dey hwe omo movement no.
Okay.
Amankona chia ni mu say.
Ye be hwe ni ye. E be san hwe ni ye. Any other result PP free mu ewo our centers no and so anyina yen come on ne kakra right na fi Liverpool minim say obi challenge omo
and then say ka
Sevanko obi challenge na
Sevanko mu so ombe challenge
ke mfa mano ni nyina ma na
ye man chat because obo na enya new coach
Ruben Amorim minim ni nyom na ready The song no near crow. Also, there is a difference between song and chant.
Man, you only more value. Team song. And no, you know, we are not my friend Portman Road or a Busaha or Messia to near ma before the United Ipswich Town when you game be. But this is a new coach. This is a new coach. Waba on board now, also welcome it properly. And that is United for you. Three back and then discussion, a different thing altogether. The kind of fast the players, the discussion on board. In the end, our Ipswich, there no be a head here. Ruben Bayer, or the players negotiation. Over to you.
Yeah, Andy, I think they're not before the start of the game. Now, you're saying, Ubia settings Obeko with a 3-4-2-1. But the questions were which players will form the back three, and you Johnny Evans, you.
I want for more here ball no be so bia de na ba ya kankas Razak Simpson any amankona de no. Yeah. Also who shoulder to shoulder be. Oh. Amankona ni Razak Simpson shoulder to shoulder obi anko push ni nyonko. Na mom Razak e de ne sa ball no mo. In the handball no na referee ji. Sana expert bi so aka frame aka chem say me hwe ni yi pa shoulder to shoulder. Ena Razak bom call from amankona ho ye dinche no on that situation on that occasion. Ena ne nsako ball the nsare ball na referee ho ye. The nye shoulder shoulder no. The yenhwe ball ni yi pa.
On say general make one first no. My judgment was that enye shoulder to shoulder. But then also a quite thin. Ese shoulder to shoulder. On say epem se mumien mu de mabeti ba na ba ko anyusu excessive force out of my beja me ato a game so. If the referees interpreted it say enye push on the back of Razak Simpson name money amankona mabeti no share there the referee could allow play to continue. To say play continue na kobo unsa maybe that is where they looked at it from.
Yes, if it is shoulder to shoulder,
yeah.
If it's shoulder, it's allowed.
Yes. But it's also possible, right?
Yeah, no, very possible.
Yes, I
possible. Fancy shoulder to shoulder.
We have one who crash so careful. Obekasa Razak since mum and I didn't bet copy mama and look at it. So pushing on said the Razak
shoulder the class here.
If it is shoulder to shoulder, look, as a Razak mum na onumpo
onumka course here go push and
amankona. In that case,
but amankona was stronger there.
And I born the born in that. Oshaman Kona, Ubeji handball neddy. Shaman Kona.
Real no son is saying, yeah.
The ultimate born in San. But I was looking at what that's all bone.
Of course, shoulder to shoulder, and Razak Nanya strong.
No, you know, for shoulder to shoulder there. As I never foul. Say shoulder to shoulder, Bemudia. If said that is the real picture, say shoulder to shoulder, the never foul.
And do man a clear viewer, Ube buy. Shoulder to shoulder. Because even me cry say Razak Simpson mum e pushing a betting no more. So no mum
kopema mankona. Amankona sheki.
And amankona no
Razak no won to form.
No, if it is shoulder to shoulder then this na born inside a penalty.
Yes. The one na amankona so nsa.
Amankona see no yes so clear say born na Razak Simpson sir.
That is it.
But this angle will not help you. Kabenya angle na e face Razak Simpson anim no. That will help you whether it's a bon inside. On that issue need two faces. The first thing is was there a foul before say bon inside now mon inside. And the argument is that na your shoulder, no shoulder. If it is shoulder to shoulder, referee could allow play to continue. Okay. Bon inside obeji. Inti.
I mean Dr. Muzum resisi ni ngura no ka krebi eba. Na afei ngomo twetwe no ekoso nsimesisi weekend Miami ahodo pi wiasefa na ne Ghana attitude for also adwin kirebra. Haaland isn't clinical anymore. Pep is just bald. No Rodri. KDB doesn't exist anymore. Foden is Foden. I beg Rodri must return from the Ballon d'Or. Chumasi odium edie eno.
Mema ahwefo akwaba ba Amuzu Herbal Clinic. Na mikita minsem Amuzu garlic bitters. Amuzu garlic bitters. We ye the garlic aye plus enubra nuntini eni ahaban mako 14 ya kan fa de aye enti drona hu odin wo soro pa mu amu the garlic ye dey afraid ru we die os de bia ne pressure wo soro the hypertension, or num amuzu diabetes is going to regulate the pressure. The need the high sugar level, and I said the time will be able say or that or bedroom so briana jo kakra was no dry. Kakra so come do. Who was how na the we here amuzu garlic bitters. Wuntini mu asisi moja no etimi ni akona beye wo mu. Enti amata mo bia won sei na 83 edura American farmer no amuzu garlic bitters. Obi said doctor me brepa samade na ho ade mame. Doctor amuzu mai na djuma dini nyine wie unya boga se ba ko se gumu a obeda na ho. Uwo weak immune system. Obehia immune booster. Garlic pekesefra seniama we a boost immune system pa. Then one can let him fight in yarewa. Uwo this year be a stroke. Akana to form to me ensamano. Odanti aka na wabre ne home wasoro pa na kuma ebose kim he oda fifre bet ni pa na fifre tino de ohia ya amuzu garlic bitters de ne to ase twhwe ne pa yie de kan sciatic pains no ase sciatic no ne to ase twhwe no pa ababa na nanti nyina wonya amuzu garlic bitters mo wie woye gyan ho aduma itama mo di ho mo gyan wie na awie ama body dey be 83 what is radia na ala say high cholesterol why kesi abroso ana say bitamu biara bo say na ote so kind palpitation unya amuzu garlic bitters no mu a say how ni nyina e be free ho eya na kakran refree ade de ohia eya amuzu garlic bitters. Amuzu garlic bitters it detoxify the body. Efi boni enya free the pedua no mu. Essential bua mamoja no dia fusani yie pa. It also controls urine flow. The organ so basa also be here amuzu garlic bitters. Every way at the pretty pharmacy herbal shop biara mu. Open raise me say bia. Phenomenal tips in a friend for further and better direction. Amuzu herbal clinic na Mauji Hio. Shalom. Me da hwe fo ne tifo asida se ne e be se hia.
Over to you.
You see,
yeah,
it's a process.
Okay.
No be him say, and yes, simple, sir. So for me, see it.
Okay.
Now me can say we're looking at options and I say how or best starting the game no because no be a 3 back. Unfortunately, it happened on a timer. 4 of the centre backs no be injured and unavailable. Until how I start here now. One thing I'm share one game. Now no me can say in Pimpi in the wing backs no where they obebo an offensive player back as no the wing back and who decided so obeko for a branch and Eddie Amat or the wing right wing back now Wabo Mazrari on the other end. General 81st second and the United registered the first goal. And indeed, now you can say Rashford about some 17 Premier League games, scoring just 1 goal. But under Amorim, after just 81 seconds, now when you're the first goal. But hey, you switch for HLS or more form any fluke and no more by. There are several lessons. You really don't say. Oshe Yugat for me Kitana a day in the man of and he came to offer an explanation there because of the international break. Yugat only one training, and most of the guys one share a good number of training so be implementing the methods. General, it's not going to be easy. We're United fan, but I saw a lot of positivity around the team. Obeka say he switch no about draw, and then United no boy switch draw away any issue. For me. I'm not so disappointed. even though after the first goal, na me feel say a lot will come. Adeɛ baako a mehwɛ anim ne sɛ Abrante Ahmad no yɛpo he's about the best attacker for Manchester United now. Nti ɛkɔn ɔbɛfa so ɔbɛma na get closer to the opponent box no it's better than playing him in the wing back. Ahmad say on man the defensive duties at general Obebre. In that game yesterday, I think obviously Onana was the best player. And Minsra, maybe people can argue. I think this season Onana is the best player in the Premier League. The best goalkeeper, in the Premier League. He has kept United in several games. And then right now, 2-point blank 6. But could be himself born out on net away. You answer Onana very boldly. Anybody big. He gave United that 1 point. Papa no were Jumai Amorin, but general, the wind around the team is still positive. I'm hoping that those guys need free injuries and now you got now more confidence in him. Eventually, we expect you got Kobimenu in our central midfield, and I think that the team will deliver. General, Man City team, say they are heading kakra. Menya sure say Guardiola.
The reverse gear.
The coaching career no. Wako 5 successive games defeat. And so wako 4 pen. But say 5 there. Ebinsi. Na shana ye shana no. Ye shana say the edi beans no. Sporting shana 4. And no Spurs 4. Team no fin negu. And clearly uhim pa Abrante and Deni Rodri. Kevin De Bruyne injury ni form na ba form. And of course Kovacic by no nanka obuwa kakra. But still, it's still not going well. And there I can say Liverpool at Timu, how many points? I think 8 points. 8 points after 12 games. And for City, the whole of last season, Omu lose just 3 games. But after 12 games, City has lost some 3 games already. This is obviously not Man City, and I'm sure the dominance of the Premier League, is actually getting to an end. The unfortunate thing is that Kebia Arsenal obe pushi kakra alongside Liverpool no omatiegu nti say the kamia kweze ekon to unseat Man City no ekoye Liverpool but general obebo Liverpool abaso ne no mo ye St Mary's no na enye konketwa and to win by 3-2 away as it trend say Liverpool is just on top notch form. Finally Barcelona fans no matter say league is say fala we bibia. But gradually as you speak, points now by 4. Real Madrid were outstanding game back. Should they win, it becomes just a point between them. I think say celebration na war Barcelona fans and term no matter so league with the fala no general na say gradually Madrid players as I back fully. I thought he could fall back. It solved a lot of things. But I really league in the general.
All right. Referee Amadou Ibrahim and a co-handle Chelsea and a Nations game. No? Yeah. The Ekika Konde as a Munina no Kobenkrum.
Yeah. General, I think old train Yadrin is
shoulder to shoulder. No?
Yeah, that's shoulder to shoulder. Also, all on Namika say shoulder there, you give the referee of the benefit of the doubt. That should be what I'm saying indeed.
Yeah.
And Krasa Razak Sensen, on say shoulder no, Ubia the Nedeba.
Yeah.
A clear Razak Sensen, Krem move towards a Mankuna. Okay. I don't know, Coplima Mankuna. A Mankuna state. And because Razak Sensen no running.
Yeah.
Or no moment of.
And a call form, yeah.
Yeah. The unfortunate thing for us, and they say, the air of camera we money there, handball, but those share break Chelsea players in Yununa. And it's so clear they saw handball. A Mankuna and this guy.
Yeah.
Amumi saw it clearly.
No. Nations for now accepted say there was a handball, and the ball changed the direction. The argument was whether shoulder to shoulder and also pushing. But on which two say born inside.
Okay. You have some baby sabi na
BBC no na your ball referee no so abaso.
Sure.
Because it looks like
the way they handball there isn't a referee ne ya ujadi.
It looks like a magic. Especially that goal was the only goal our nations about because same 2 seasons on wedding a league in first time Lucy or and Stephen Amankona actually do baby say calmness and great expertise.
Okay. And the nation supporters now I'm saying monia bre papa and then the ehunu the catch them say ball ne handball. Referee Amadou Ibrahim Onyan right. Yes.
And even the nation supporters after game, no meeting 2 hours.
Yes.
Nation. Don't be a meeting 2 hours.
Oh, na me nso ma sha. I'm saying then okay, you could drink crowd every day. Nanka. If you are
so no, they just want to achieve something, but there's so much pressure.
Okay.
Over there.
Into referee Amadou Ibrahim, instead of someone for boa chino, yeah, babasu. Said he who ye there. Say be a no now dear dear. Say handball now dear dear boa basu. They be as a beautiful be now go win out the jeep. Handball. Okay, Mammy Mra, about 3 minutes. Be you're finding in a cake and boom. 5, okay, 5.
That's just more winning.
You're winning.
And I say more winning as I know.
Say, win, I know.
No, man.
And then news me.
Is it winning? I know.
Normal, very normal. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, especially. You who are more challenge Liverpool. You need a bit more. Yeah.
Okay.
Arsenal will be and Chelsea.
Yeah, that's true.
Man, why a Man City is not take off from?
Say money Arsenal.
Most like
money Arsenal at 1 point.
Sisi agree the same point.
Arsenal 23. Now we are 22.
Oh, okay.
Money Arsenal
all right.
Just 1 point.
Okay.
In fact, in your Hwana no be chase Liverpool near the Chelsea back out.
The move back Chelsea count.
Oh yeah, they made them to Chelsea.
Ball now boys say ball to see the
and I know they played well. And I think say Adeba am I expected from Maresca or Sayen and Ano. Because now our unity said yeah, Jao Felix de Kopama and Timmy Momo. But you know, 2 different players. Jao Felix position a walk ultra number 8. Sa area who in our position were bun. So I'm going to position the anywhere Catholic.
Oh, but obviously apart from attacking in a plane, without the ball, the other man, cover. The Portuguese boy won't give.
Oh, that for that one I agree. But I feel say also need to pray.
Okay.
What's what Jaho na man so on nko because so check left here Sancho ho Felix ho and our Mudrik so ho. So it looks as if 3 players are valid for 1 rule and you have only 1 player. And from the start of the after Wolves game on give you match and in the Premier League na there ba ko am Liverpool and him they say Salah is scoring, Gakpo will score, Nunez will score, Diaz will score. Into unhia players now. And no have Pep. No Pep. They are Pep. Apart from not having Rodri, Kevin De Bruyne, and then Kovacic. And Iko Gondagana Hodina Bafemno. Savino is not scoring. Phil Foden is not scoring. Into game na kwa Ellen Holland and Quentin. Now game na. Holland can only keep 3 times. Ni now same. Into at first and Kobesha Sago sent. So here Ange Postecoglou or spotted the weakness in the Manchester City defense. No who say. Just go with the other pie and quenimu by Kobasi in defender or a suspect. Into almost spot that weakness and they say game no more starting Omeka could be your left and that's Omeka could be your right because Kawa cancel for a long time. The form a depot from last season. Into some weakness na into when you don't have wingers or more supplies or more go to the outbreak. But Sergio Jackson also played very well in that game.
Now Chelsea Arsenal point check you.
Yes. The same points.
22 each. Yes. If the one was 21, 22.
Maybe I will have to.
Yeah, check it again. Yes.
Okay. City.
City say.
And you right.
Chelsea.
So Chelsea is even ahead of us.
Everyone was over to Subako. Okay.
Then
Chelsea.
Arsenal okay. In place of Chelsea. But Andy, see, I even think that Enzo was sacrificing Kupama for Madueke. The Omagriam say Kupama plays better on the left wing than the number
on the
10.
right wing.
On the right wing than number 10.
Okay, the Mba on also pick Kupama as number 10. No, the killer instinct. And the ultimate changing game no ho. But also Koka left one now could not the look so yeah Lamina or Fana and Ibino. Ugo no be Obeka Washawa or Bebre. And Premier League in one area, Obia tighten fullbacks in ye. Even with the lower teams, and our guy and our ball led back at the man.
But that position is where he played and excelled last season. Mostly.
Pamana.
All right.
No, starting and no ball right. Actually, or integrity Madukin or the bar 10. Into most of the goals, and Warrior Jackson is not giving much in terms of chances. No, into such chances na Jackson best say no. Kopama or Beshe. Into and he think that having those typical wingers, so Boko Palmer behind that, or Bemau, the other players' creativity plus goals. But the member who say teams na Chelsea both say in the Juma no me one into no also lifting the game no because I do Obia better or draw the game plan. The first plan is to make sure say obey Palmer free because the game no do fanated on a direct game no. And for me, and no na money do big games or Iran. Into no as a young player and also who say coach will be how obviously you should, but I agree. There are some games we also correct. Now in Kuku Krabiti about left, Felix about 10 with that double pivot behind you. You know there are some games Chelsea were the options in attack on waiting a try, but in all they played well against Leicester City. And apart from big games now, Enkoye for Chelsea, who so almost show that consistency. Arsenal ever against Nottingham Forest.
Okay.
Arsenal almost season, Didier no abafem, but it was a resounding victory. Say, di chire bibia ma obi ehu so omo de bone so edi, and at least omaba back after omunya a blip in some of the games. And 3-0 to team friend Nottingham Forest. Obi enu say Nottingham Forest this season Nuno Espirito Santo so try say obetimi aye bibi because for the past 2 seasons nyina no obi enu say team no mo person call relegation. Na niema nko yemfa momo. But this time omo pick omo points then 10 and asembia amaho. But Genoa, you need to watch the goal from Thomas Partey as well. Partey scored, Jordan scored, and again the Ghanaian players no mama Mesiakano. You know, how be a born no be empire, but no mama. You know, no be anyone will pray. Until someone say, oh, you sue international break in the relax here.
No proud to relax.
Oh, you know, I say no plan conquer, say no, they relax. Conquer. Salisu born 90 minutes. Jordan scored. Jordan share penalty, so Jordan some can show a and then Thomas Partey also scored a cracker. Into Arsenal I had there for time and Neman Kuyi no my idea. One game I know BN himself bear one way, but I'm going to Liverpool against Southampton. Southampton Monday born of them, and to know BN himself if you look at the firepower Liverpool for the day bar and can game never quite one way. Liverpool people be but the lives of Adam Armstrong and Carl Walter Peters. The lives of Ram Fraser Amonso and Makwine. But once again, Mo Salah, Sejo, Salah any change BBR because I don't think Liverpool ebo, na Liverpool ashe, na Southampton abeti, no more babeshe, na Liverpool ababeshe. You need that level of experience and quality from player obetimi assistant BBR. And after that goal from Dominic Soboslai, no BN him say game no Liverpool. Sanyema nko ya mfa Manchester City. Sejo. Liverpool so bodrano but look at Mo Salah hwekwan a ofa so ebenya third goal no edema Liverpool 8 points no matwim yebusa and slot say o ma league na o say Arsenal atwim 8 da o ma ntimi anye nti obi anya ntobo ate say obi e ma Liverpool pressure say Liverpool ebeji league no basejo we Liverpool coach no abeba Premier League no atwim 8 points a uni case bia e bi obi beka say on pese pressure beba a team so bad, you know, as a Liverpool coach, I was all my pressure about team so now team winning now we achieve with this particular feat because Pep na wonya na training mono, you know, unim da kra obesanya ni mo asa training mo bio. Manchester United against Ipswich Town. Treba ka na honye ho a na na obi e hwe ha o niam abesi akọ. Na wotie coach e friend Ruben na o say players na egusu esua de e wo ekwan a ono mo ye training nim. Na you know wakase interview oba why no a chair 4 years old was sporting a whole be interview she but this is Manchester United and oba no why interviews are and no be any say Ipswich Town the omo ba be faniful but before the international break Ipswich ekoko PM the nim Tottenham Stadium because omo ba 2 goals to 1 and say general 2 minutes and Marcus Rashford ekonya first goal no na hwe be Amad Diallo pick a ball ni free na o dey but Franco can say hwe at bibia Teresa Brandt no team ni say any more there onu ne kura no and twekon fast nya the first goal but o man timi ankura team FN Ipswich bet ka no na edru ba bi no na Andre Onana na was a sewu situation in the Mama United said you are there one come who United and the same thing applies to Chelsea and other big clubs team bia o ye big bia o nya an elite forward because your games bi wo ha on team mo san microphone ne bebelu into Barcelona e wo Lewandowski Barcelona, Real Madrid were Mbappe, Bayern Munich or Harry Kane, Manchester City or Erling Haaland, and it is never an accident. And these teams are more dominated or baby or more strikers or more compared to Manchester United. Ofa Garnacho Adino Nkoye, Rasmus Haaland Nkoye, Ofa Joshua Zexia Nkoye. Enti games bi wo ha Nkoye kra best but say o strikers no betimi a change game na ma no na United ete so. And then I look at Garnacho. Omo timi bobo ne say time bia. O the Zexi nso ba mu a ono nso ntim ma mebo. So for me going forward, Manchester United should look into the market. Last season, a striker be brave. Oh man, can't Febi. No, I'm Joshua Zexi. And for me, those are the areas that United obia or elite number 9 in the market. Obetimia babedi any more their mom because Sergio, some person competing with Pep Guardiola. Can't have some you. Liverpool financial options and mechanical attack. Darwin Nunes, General Otti bench. He's come on the turn Otti bench. Obama or BB almost also says chances. And you have other players who are scoring too. Into United, meaning Robin Amorim going forward because there are a lot of players within the United team. Three back in the club, or Mubida. Offer the likes of Casemiro more or Moma before back is they will be adapting to a new rule. Okay. But Obi say John Evans, offer Obi et say the late man or more but three back in the baby into Omotia. But you know, United should be purposeful and there are some games that are so more killing.
I'm ready to entry to some cancra matches in a dozen. Enti Barcelona so
Kameko speed
nanke ni omunkwa di mfiro yes
we don't want him wala
me den hu shim kakra bi
is a joke
as o mama for hoops but
it's a joke
as a tikotri
I think after the Madrid game no
yeah
Barca depo me hu no say real boys in the team young guys now more opportunity to play as and they so on the buy or wha na afre Maka said after that brilliant start when national team oh wha na afre we national team I think say a real mutrim and again so what share real say that game no now be share team my friend no Celta Vigo nso a opponent are tough first no more flexible you na obi na omo ye beti no omabo but this time who so more intensify more tackles who say omo very tough and Liama so absence no ama channel of supply na akwa Rafinha nko a and almost play Lewandowski out of this game and this is a game Daniel Omonso man who ye until gradually it seemed the coaches in the Spanish league and Barca team ne ho adwuma and said yo experienced defender like Conde she mistake your koko yeah Celta Vigo edit Caneba at this level this is a venue Barca struggled to win from 2012 omo team ne nya kura because you know with the likes of Hugo Alvarez, Simone Cristal, Fortimo, Jonathan Bamba, and Igo Aspas. Aspas now because no, but look at that error.
Igo.
Shera, Conde Kokoye. And at this level, you know, Madrid for now picky piece. No, and it's just unfortunate, but I think say after this game, and Claire Banner Hansi Flick, the good boys, and also you know, they need to be man up. This kind of attitude, no. Sitting here, say, a people picky December, negotiating for now January. And teams now are picking from that time. Side teams now are more. I think say going forward, the guys need to up their game, and I think say coaching is also finding way or better than any money in the absence of Lama.
I think the problem is a certain 17-year-old boy is injured.
Enfensiani enkuyenim kakra na edwoda entete ho krankra na fe yen mumra fie me de koso enso e ofie most general. It was a shoulder to shoulder, and even if you look at it critically, and the direction of the ball changed from the way it was played because the ball was going straight to the goalpost, but Razak's hand changed the direction of the ball. Alaji Lanki the way free wa West region and Ebeka Yahu and Anope. Good morning. Tactics and psyching the boys. Which one can give Black Stars results more? Eddie Fitachiman, Abrefi Estate. One the way by I'm so we Chelsea, Brighton, and Arsenal have same points 22 okay I can't nsɛm pii na man from the messages are back and easy yes Chelsea
Arsenal na misi omo 23
yes ebinum kra person come fa kwan bi so say I na hangover na ya cho Ruby na more no no me mo madwina ka bibi ho da sa obi kra de unye bi da enko this guy what's the name Zakov Mohammed
Zakov Fonsuya die hard blue
yes Zakov Mohammed will say why is Naro trying to give Arsenal a point ahead of Chelsea and now Amorim hangover men of the count
this one ye bida
messages among for these so more messages attack yes 122 now they back go cast now okay yeah and Naro ajet
MC City dey na me dey question
ajet Amorim hangover na tell Naro that Chelsea and Arsenal okay there was it also the munyina see okay mako Newton Lati marriage at one married on so the brain and then anopay and sana our I in the headlines na bania dan ho ba local sources in kwa na ye dey
banum ze na wale ofia
Shatawale yes
Shatawale
yes NKA program
DJK
yes
to
after breaking news
yes
Shatawale
2 p.m. of the streets.
How
was your friend say? King of the streets.
One down with in the house.
Yes.
One down.
Nantwie and as in Nantwie ni su na yankwase su a ni nam no yankwase nam. Yes.
One down.
No be kafa shata bia.
Yeah, butimaka.
E wa wasem. Ni nwum no nobody.
Be any ho. Be any ho.
Nobody don't go there.
Me has a Franco Grass and Cabruni on Fanam.
Who's a
Franco Mahanis Arti Bruni and Comfort.
Because I'm Fanam Res Jimona.
Oh, Budana go.
As a needing a bar.
I see it.
They cover the Ghana police in our bar.
Need a bar. You try near Jojo as a papel.
Our bar stadium making more comment. Obedient to me and faster. You are going in.
Yes. Soon the inquest soon. Say Shatanam. No, don't go there. Oh yes.
Shatter
one down in the house.
Yeah, shatter in the house.
You see why I wouldn't want to miss it. Any panel obey interview.
Sunday. Oh no more.
On your now here obey twice and shatter.
I can't so about you. Last time I can't.
No need score the promo.
But you see the una dollars pa.
Or the scan or do him do
or the YouTube man dollars pa.
The man call lunch.
Same one on me. Who's a sum of $3,000-4,000? And man is going to be. Good morning, boss. God bless you. And us all. Please do you remember Mikel Obi went through this same fate when he first came to Chelsea? He never came out and took it in good stead. And the rest is history. So I doff my cap for Nico Jackson. Okay. King of Mischief. I trust you rough. Oh, Nana. No. You and Franco Nairo have really analyzed the nation's Brekum situation so well. It's a penalty after Simpson handled the ball after the shoulder challenge. Truly, we've got to congratulate the referee to motivate others. Nana, for Tornado FC. Anyway, Abba.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chief,
Neil, yeah.
Yes, there's something I'm observe about Pep Guardiola as a coach. He's lost it. Now, you know, say lose personnel kakra to injuries. But there's something about lose at the right time. And I'm sure that I share my opinion also. It's been part of the game plan for a long time. I'm very, very successful as an attacking coach. But Nanseno, he's lost that thing. Make sure that the come more detail at the right time. But on the local football, at the time I share Dr. Ogumne lineup or the quadriana game. Na margin ya me say behind the scenes why adwuma pa me who new partnerships, new roles for new players to say wisdom and all starting. As I just say kotoko lineup no, I think this season after match day 12 and Rob bench akotoko the boy Adriana was the best bench so far. bench where you rich see bench BR Dr. Ogumo they bought the matches from match day 1 against Karela, match day 2 Young Apostles, Sabesi match day 11 no, and now bench no the board Diana no. It was more richer for some reasons. Medi hon komo el board no so pa. Na mesa so achirem certain partnership bia of formal game no mu a. Minim sebe wo future dia ana eye aduana game mesa ya wenti and or did that partnership no ba mu a. Meka ho asem kakra. From the officiating table, no, I have a different opinion to the more discussing. I have a very different opinion. And I disagree with the referee, Sebono, a penalty. Okay. I agree with you, all right. But the sequences leading to Nensana Boy, okay. I have a very different opinion to it. All right. And there are other situations, I see last week, and at this week, Division 1, no, free officials and referee for the table no so referee kala ama man sa kan nyina ye dey no so ebeso so el board no so na discuss a free on.
Okay, all right. Tell Mr. Jawa and his people that since the inception of football in the world, the game is always played on the field, not by mouth. So they should stop too much talking, yelling, threatening, etc. Because abojese beto en ntoni ko fi na diwe free Toronto, Canada, and so abreye. Awa.
Sergio Salah had an incredible record over the weekend. I think he became Liverpool's third player, Sergio, set Oshe 100 goals away from Anfield. We, Ian Rush, any Hunt, Roger Hunt, Freeman, Sergio, and honestly, an incredible record pass. Sergio Koba over the weekend, Ghanaian players scoring: Thomas Partey, Ransford Yeboah, Baba Abdul Rahman, Jordan Ayew, Joseph Pencil, Sergio numbers, Elokwi, very, very promising. So Sergio Koba. And of course, CAF Women's Champions League echoes over the weekend final. Now, incredibly, Sergio, not two sides, Obia, Ewo Ghana ni, Ewo Nafa. Okay. TP Mazembe, Omo women's team, no, and then ASFA women's team, no, ACIA, and TP Mazembe, Etimia winning the CAF Women's Champions League, the 4th edition. So, Sergio Koba,
Awa Mohammed. Or the Ebura Africa na latest ones in also or the Abraham. Kessben Television, Kessben 3.3, Kessben 2.9 Accra, DSTV channel 364, Go TV channel on Sabakai 121, Dr. Edwin Arthur, Abba Studio High, and Between Komo Kakra, Julian Caesar, Wefri Kumase, Naba, good morning, General. Kudos to Coach Ogum and the playing body for giving us such historic victory. I'm convinced that this victory chalked only came by dint of hard work, and I suggest whatever effort they invested in ensuring this feat must not be one off. Kumasi Asante Kotoko is a big club, and so consistency is our common language. Only one big win was enough to hand you a shoulder-riding jubilation by the fans. Also, thank you to the fans for according to Otumfuo and the kingdom the needed respect by rescinding their initial decision of preventing the coach from leading the team. Julian Caesar, Kumasi, Onaudiwi, and so Abba, Momobo, Senka, Omoko Yogum, every park and so no. Caesar, so the Munina say, Mensia call no, Mutie, Namujai, Sadna, Namosomo Kakoyano. Na edisa wini and so aba. All right. Yeah, koba na the wu remi nyina so ya de honsem abremo. All right. Mami ko doctor Edmund Arthur ho. Na mensaka clip bi doctor akwaba. Mensaka clip bi ewa ha na chese wo ko ball weekend yi.
Oh yes,
ko ball. Enra nyumre.
Mpacha be yen show TV ni so.
Yen show TV ni so. But what didn't see TV.
Time.
And your time. Just say me am time on phone. They don't time me no phone. What they 10 minutes. It's an old crowd. Don't worry. But this is never town. Never town. Never town. Now touches no. Yes.
Once I have bottle so.
Sure.
I overboard nese.
Yeah.
Which I was we crowd makana or some conference in more.
Yeah. This is for town. Now touches so just one ball kakrada.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Just that the ball
kakrada. Well, don't worry. At the appropriate time, me and me show see TV no. They own for what time or encounter. Me show TV this one. One day. All right. And then I did bread of faith.
Yo, say yo, me that's be the kano. Ya the nyamia say offer Kessben management and also so to production tune and team ni na yabeka ensa. 10 minutes into mebo modern say and then sem na meka no me to America kakra. The kan me pese ahomrase me yehwe table manners. Table manners. E ko base yi didi a enema bi a e wose ye ene enema bi a ensese eye, especially abra ye ne enamfofo ye ne abusua ye didi. The edi kan say ye be didi a e wose ye wohoro ye nsa with seminar. Ye be didi a e wose ye wohoro ye nsa with seminar. Be seminar ye de be wohoro ye nsa no enya friendly soap a enkoba se seminar ni omu grace ye wo friendly ones a enka onsa no enche ha ana o wo so a based on baby a wo free ba so akoye emfutu mo adwuma na so oil mo adwuma na se bia wo free ba na be kire ha wa obe wo hro onsa no o hro onsa na e wo se eba o risk level ha eba baby a wo bo watch ana so wo di baby to onsa e wo no e wo so wo modern se u did no wo do phone no beto silence ana se off because ye didi a ye nkasa obon se nkofuko bi edidi be didi no mo no ne ye kasa ne ye din komo ebasa de ye ne se mospeti egu nnuane nim aduane na mu de no obon se sebi into fie ana se into sio kakra egu aduane nim ebasa akoba se emu baako e wo yare bi a eye infectious disease a
obon di bomu
yes special mu didi abomo no kasa it should be limited any off cra so be receive call crampo na because of say that silence no unria na wa respond to the call say didi a azumi say makwa akosra sejo e wo fie na yere asevo ye ye be didi na wonya start na mi momo na me ye hoho na ma start na mi di aduane no enkyere krache enkyere ewrabaye ma nipa na wo ye host no en start endidi na wono momo initiate ebasa kyerɛ sɛ woyɛ krache ne woyɛ raba sɛ wokɔ baabi na wodidi a memfa wo nsa mienu no anaasɛ wo elbow no engu table no so wodidi a ɛnsɛ sɛ wo nsa no egu table no so ɛmmoa ɛyɛ mpanyinfoɔ no yɛsua no ɔmo ka dedaada ɔmo sɛ aduane no bɛtwe wo ho bɛtɛ ɛnyɛ nokorɛ akyiri no yɛbɛkyerɛkyerɛ mu sɛ wodidi a ɛwɔ sɛ oresa abra ummi wan sɛ obi wa wodidi ampatɔhwɛ oresa na no mo bia hu sɛ akwa we di odidi enkyerɛ krache oresa na no kyɛ sɛ no abai na num no oresa na no bebre in fact ma aduane ne wo wonu abra wakata wonu ɛno no kyerɛ wo krache a oyɛ ana patwa te sɛ exactly sɛ wakwa akosra obi anaasɛ oyere anase obi asevu aduane na wodi usika kra mpo na akotua ka me paacho oto na wodi wodi aduane ni bisu onimo nsunya me paacho me dase me dase ka very good so do me bisi a we kitchen etiquette kakra we wodi we nso a hohoro wonsa wodi no nso kra mpo na wo se tissue bi anase napkin bi ewo ho enkoba so bi a wodi obi any ball no so na bia na ye na no nyina in fact enchire krache ye kura yenhwe eno sajo ya ba di ene aba na me boa memenenda edwumedie kase eda yenim na ade ba ko a ama mani age be 1 week ya ne se na me ehunyemobo am ye chimenya sponsors a doctors a omo hwe nkura nketua omo hu se from January no as part of omo social responsibility as a doctors as nkofo omo suro nyame omo betima ye ne say omo api nru a nkora omo below 6 years omo ni 6 years kono ya behwe omo kwa based on conditions a ye be detecting tie pediatricians ba ama nkora ye behwe omo no be free of charge ana empenfo nso a edi edusia eko 60 years for nso a kono omo nso ye hwe omo na obi o blood pressure or diabetes anaso wo nompem ha obi a eno nso no ye wo no kakra nso ho a yenya ye betimi dia ma omo kwa ana more importantly omo nso fall within 6 years ɛkɔ na 12 years nso ɛkɔ no yɛhwɛ obi na obi ɔha obi a ya subsidize ne medication a yɛde bɛma no drastically na deɛ ma no yɛ dɛ ne sɛ sɛdo yɛde dietitians a ɔma kwadene wɔ nnuanedie mu nnuane a wɔde sa yarewa nso ba mea me seniors a ebi yɛ dietitian PhD holders ebi nso yɛ me juniors ɔmo ba medical doctors a ɛbɛka yɛn ho nti yɛbɛsrɛ pa sɛ efiti January ebesi ne on check will be biada bɛhwɛ wo sugar free bɛcheck hepatitis B free bɛcheck wo moja your blood hemoglobin free na check wo sickling status sɛ o pesa wo warrior I was so wo electrophoresis no this na air can with genotype no when I said we AS we SS we day ni nyina no ye behwe amomo ye behwe blood group nso amomo free because moja ye omo ba betwi enye so ba ya me betwi mo moja omo be carry analysis ni ehu say DNA wo ho yo obi a unni blood pressure unni diabetes what inflame more than 17 years echo unni infectious illness and sana what me crampo adonate blood na say what you moda no enti e be stress say ofa bi me te say PSA for prostate ofa lipid profile for cholesterol o check bi me te say kidney function test liver function test o kwa mountain sika ye bejo no aha no ya tete super ye bejo 100 Ghana cedis enu nti ye be sure say o ba dia na sa ade no wahye ne nso ma ameka so me ba ye no me refi ana no nso enya by force wa ore ho say o afinimu nyina no me be check me cholesterol me be check me kidney me be check me liver na me tua say sika no na hu ni say ne bo osoro dia obekwa abonta kutua de bro sa wan wi nso a ne ye twa photocopy results the amount enu nti e be sre pa se obi afo ne ho nhyem ko dwumedi a konfano chaban ya sabia ne Kessben FM akambo mo na eye no in fact eso nyame edi ani mo nya afimu ni nyina no enye obi na ebenya sa akonya na de ma ne ye medam se do okwa hospital a ebia wo de yefunu yare ne koyo be aha no ye behwe wani ya behwe wo se ya the dentist ba ya the ENT specialist o minimum wasum ya hwehwe ni nyina ma obia wo ne area na setimate bi ahinta wo baabi a o mahu baabi a ya de bekwa akosi nti ya be stress memene nda de obia mfa o ba me ni di anopa no ne mo betimi no ti bi eti se me se do mpacho enemen cafe bi na me de ma no enu mi ne gum no sejo e original
me de na san
ene ti se me ma
so man bi
sejo
na wonu mi no ja mi sa
anka me ko bo enu sejo nka ti se me fa pin kala ana se me fa so
na good o
me mi china me na so enu mi na me bo bi ana no pin so me bo nka kan with biology nya san ka me mfe ni me ko to dwe nyina me bo ya chi nka maso be me nti ya umpu enti e be stress bra come and detect to protect yourself e ba ne sa bibia be fine pass ejo ya ko die biology vinegar e wa that day no me hwe se ejo ya betima ye promo kakra bia me hwe pa me hwe me ne marketing for no hwe si betima ye promo kakra bia kenya bad kra nti e be sure pa say biology no opia Santa Regional be bia na se mo wo wechi no screening we be koso Kumasi e be koso Takrade e be koso can say Accra nti ban can say Balm of Gilead yem branches ni na koso just that confanoche for an ebetwi moja e wa hanom but ENT ni other way ni na no e be koso e wa other places nti build ni de oba ase ha bi wa Mr. Moatene Dr. Blue okọ asidata wesa ebi o say do me ne marketing for no kwa meeting I think say I was here promo no bia echiminya bi no de kodi brunya yes what they could if some yan so ko brunya bre no I was say bioje no yakoto yen vegetables yen nam ene yen fruit bia ya de hohoro ho na nsuo bia wonu mu bia nso wodi bia gum wa hospital na doctor ma wodua de no wodru na fa be nso gu nsuo na nom na enim say enya dru na o fa ne sa ka ne wo so we ye no no obo nsanyame adom adanse a nkɔfoɔ di no
Correct.
na wo nso woanya wo deɛ
Correct.
mpatwɔ number no yɛ 0539
0539
86
86
38
38
38
38
0539
0539
86
86
38
38
38
38
and I said 0240
0240
51
51
21
21
71
71
0240
0240
51
51
21
21
71
71
Bam Grade the cabin MTN furniture yani Ejida Hotel and next and the opposite oba say yo enipa ni go no ntina na me
yes,
no
yes, yes,
my
yes,
medical doctor no buy
yes,
now with the other
yes,
ones now no me rush buy
yes.
okọ Accra West Legon we see pharmacy wa we so mo pharmacy for no ebe kire ye no mo ehwe bom kama okọ takra den so anadie to choice mart ne so okọ no mo bibia ekoso kama nti ebe sure say if it tibe so na ase no opɛ baabi a obenya adance dia ba ma bila na men kasa bibre emfa conditions no because menim say adance ekoso mo ayehwe o mo no and eswa nkofo nso eba say jo ye dama say for opportunity kasia
you be share me nda
oh yes
ehun hia papa
from January pa bi sine ye rabro nyemu ye san koto aba na wan check on nyama in fact
bro na pofri mu wo na dos
so jo dia e ma manager ne said that day no me share off because on say air cost na no microphone ne PH system e wo into media me education me share omo o person stomach here flat also this say o person sugar ba for mo a o this say o person peptic ulcer e kwa o ye say when sciatica o ye say o massage recipe o moja ba for mo a mo betwe moja no in fact ni na me church into obia mremi na bibia anya fanfan
for ni chere Kessben asida house ha me nda ebe na nyama obenya mfaso a obenya wa ha no enya sabketu akra
se jo mama be mane
enya sabketu
akra be chensu amamo bio mama gela kan ebe tobo to water mo bia na de BOG vinegar ye call rounds na ye de gumu wa ukita na ye mfa ngumu wa chire nche ma na we yem koyo ya akase ye bia wa ubie so a ye de gumu mama
na de nunum
na wo de nunum
na wa ba be di dance
exactly
mumra na ne ma bebre wa na man for doctor we no okwa na mo wusa questions yi na tornado say na ba for most general please can we sip water whilst eating he didn't add that to the table manners please ask doctor for us since he's a food scientist na ba for me wusa asem
se jo mpatwan o didi no o betimi asip water na mum onnom no grango na because on say what the sipping water no e kan ho ema digestibility rate no or masticate no or no yana ne soft and table
the aid digestion
facilitate quick digestion pantina nyame natural wire saliva to feel amaye no so that and also be aid digestion
enti no wo didi na se wo num suo kakra there's nothing wrong with it
there's nothing wrong with it ana o didi no enso no anka ensure eye normal the temperature near normal and warm water is good
okay
and no better than say obefa ice water
actually
enye
all right na tornado enti the doctor can no obefa nsuo na nom no guna odidi no and I will say on two for say yes na mom nsuo sinchen na o sepo nom kakra the dia there's nothing wrong with it.
Excellent.
Yes, doctor, but that's
so you batch me that.
All right, Dr. Edmonatha, Masa, Nkwano, third one, oh you, and sana, be in the offenses, you know, was sure, dear sir, no babodini, sir, still, Ugusua, Ocean, Intimuma, Insuan, Newman Free, Hopper, Brassada House, na BOG vinegar no biwa, bra. Ubenya bi ato ebeboa oye pa ka ho gallon no 300 cedis 1 liter no 75 cedis and afi 500 ml no 40 cedis messages kakra how Mohammed Atranse yankwa no ho quickly na yehwe do no so di ebre yen na yentoa so da kusi good morning wherever you are. Say who attack me, I may attack you be because of the marketing KTV, but a broswa ubetimin kapa. Maminko our hona young head our the brain.
No, kusi ni aji.
da kusi oh kotoko hye saa dia na ne yare nyina ateko
se hye kotoko dia obefro
kotoko hye ofre
dia ne okoso yi
ese kotoko bia ofre me am phone ko ba be so gum so ha me ne kotese oh god
we dia ne okoso yi Pastor Joe yemos Mohamed Salah baso honestly niema oye no me wa dream bi say to me Didier Drogba is Africa's best export into the Premier League. Ase me yenya adwensese bi kakra.
Okay.
Based on niema Mohamed Salah ye. Me based on impact at Drogba ye the number of trophies wenya. Unse Salah nyan win much of trophies with regards to the Premier League apart from the only one now. Okay. Liverpool winning 2019-2020 season. But said you Nyoma anyhow he keeps on shattering, scoring the goals, giving assists, doing a lot of marvelous things for the club. And said you Nyoma pa. Saturday said you were the third Liverpool player to score 100 goals away from Anfield. Said you Liverpool the club all the top stars, Billy Liverpool, all those big men, Steven Gerrard, Roger Hunt, Ian Rush. Said you imagine the number of top players Kenny Dalglish, and after Ian Rush, 161 goals away from Anfield. After Roger Hunt, 112 goals away from Anfield. So you, Mohamed Salah Ababe, the third player, was 100 goals away from Anfield. Not just a goal, was Liverpool, and Anfield, a different venue.
Yeah.
And Sergio, absolutely incredible. Now, okay, even the top 10 all-time top scorers in the Premier League. Sergio, no Kwani, the only African. We are Lanchera, Harry Kane, Moe Basia, Frank Lampard, Thierry Henry, and Dico Museju. Mohamed Salah Kwane Bibinia
Okay.
Sergio, honestly, he's doing a marvelous job. Right. But near hard say up till now, Liverpool, John W. Henry, and the company nyam for contract say be extension proposal nyankoe. And I think say a man for who say with these numbers and the performance what done the mobile man call free just like that. Because indication about say PSG Epesomofano Al Ittihad from Saudi Arabia also wants to get Mohamed Salah. You better keep a close eye on that near her DNABC. But for me, I think say they must do everything possible to make sure Salah stays. Since they coming back into the Premier League after the first thing with Chelsea said you Oba back no a better player in the Premier League than Salah. Yes. Oba Chelsea now went to me more Kukoninam Fiorentina Roma mo back on Seju. Oba back into the Premier League from 2017-2018 season up till date on Seju. For me, they've never been a better player than Mohamed Salah in the Premier League, Seju.
Okay.
And he's honestly done a marvelous job. Seju CAF Women's Champions League no koso. And interestingly, the 4th edition, it was between Moise Katumbe's TP Mazembe Mabawano, and then of course AS FAR from Morocco. The competition was hosted in Morocco. Now TP Mazembe ayadie says you Mababe ka teams are Omoma Aji Champions League and Omoma Manswaji. Because Sundowns have done it and then Omoma Manswaji. The first 3 editions boys said you Sundowns are Jimumi. And then this weekend the 4th edition finals and said you game no 2 of the teams no bia organi no bia organi but for TP Mazembe they were lucky to have won by a goal to nil and said you no abua ama TP Mazembe aji the CAF Women's Champions League in the 4th edition and omujino Morocco video no na Tracy Patrice Motsepe and the Ube Fazil Legja Meka the Royal Federation of Morocco more football association more president and said you the game it was really nice over the pitch over the stadium and the attention now said you name players over the weekend I think said from Thomas Partey scoring in the Premier League it was a very good goal he had the second goal Arsenal before say Nwaneri the third goal no Kaumani 3-0 and was very good. Absolutely, who said the technique Thomas Partey take ball and said you it was a fine goal Thomas Partey Shema Arsenal. Apart from that, Jordan Ayew was also on target in as much as they were down by 2 goals to nil ɛna ɔbɛnya penalty no ɛde nya consolation goal for Leicester City. Joseph Pencil was also on target for the team LA Galaxy over the weekend. They won by 6-2. Sergio Ononkwa ebo brace ewo the game now so in the United States of America. Ohe game about one of the goals in the Ohe Joseph Pencil goals no. And Sergio Babaraman was also on target. Sergio Babaraman oya dear on the team power. Yeah. Oh yeah, dear. But as a Black Stars, you know, they say yabutre man kakra because ball our bebo. Yeah.
Well, very young.
Yeah, very young.
The only one player, the age, you know, say Abuano.
Yeah. Onya. Yeah. Yeah, me kaipa from Dreams or Bar, ebe ball low no. Yes.
Do no call Europe, you know,
yeah.
Into Buana pa.
Yeah, Buana.
Like others,
yes. Even 2013 World Cup under 20 no mokoye no. Oni fraka champion mo squad no mo. Ebenezer Sifua mo ne Clifford Abuaje no. Said he was performing. Ose amount for referee said immediately after 2013 the next AFCON Babaraman was an integral figure in the Black Stars. 2015 yeah cover the final against Cote d'Ivoire Ekoluzu. No Babaraman a strong figure in that team. But Seju, adia one in Seju. That movement ananka all free Augsburg na AS Roma trying on our call Chelsea no. Seju, I think say that transfer decision or make it to Chelsea no to me Seju or rushing them.
Okay.
Maybe who say nanka or like or it's a train will baby a ben a home tem kakran sana wako Chelsea no.
Okay.
Because na AS Roma silicol babe free or aqua join MLS no. So na position no Seju at the hot train no. Because now he was doing a very good job at Augsburg, Germany. But Jose Mourinho buy no Chelsea buy no now he felt say Chelsea was the real deal because economy a big side, big team, you'll be seen on the camera playing the Premier League and then getting the opportunity in the Champions League and the likes, you know. Seju, but a quadro no na even Seju Felipe Luis Mukra or free Atletico Madrid ba or not bench.
Okay.
Na Ivanovic nebo and a Cesar Spilicueta a bon the left back. So Seju and no affected Babaraman career kakra. So I think say that transfer decision now Kotimima Seju there are some players be transfer decision went me managing a year and no do more career above him. She someone like Dominic Edia Seju.
Yeah.
That time ananka Genoa e penona he should have gone to Genoa. Ka Genoa no the pressure ni wo obeboa but he decided to go to AC Milan. Seju o no na part mu wo ho. Oh. Yeah. Na Ronaldinho mo aba. Zlatan Ibrahimovic mo aba. So Seju why na e be man atena bench ama wo abo. So transfer decisions in here are very very key with regards to young players no. Ya na o check baby a o kwa obenye bia bo a building a gaining the momentum. Unya more playing time. E bedu maybe Seju na wa arrival. Unsuro ye de o call Real Madrid, Barcelona, Chelsea, top team bia Seju obebo. Yeah. And Seju I think say one of the things are affected Babaraman. Seju Ransford Yeboah was also on target for Hamburg over the weekend. It was a 2-2 draw between them and then Schalke 04. Seju okoni club oboni omodimpa but Seju oba Black Stars na koyasem.
Okay.
I remember at AFCON Seju Chris Hilton gave him the first match Cape Verde Kobo. I thought say Chris Hilton Kino. And that was in the end the AFCON till Nicola Pogba in that game against Angola. And Seju Oba in that game Angola kwa kuchotoa do ne bem wan pinwa nya any impact bia honum. And Seju there's a certain Emmanuel Ajiman so also Wolfsberger EC in Austria and also he was on target over the weekend. So Seju this way no sum me up the more of Ghanaians over the weekend. Semenyo Bobopa, it was just unfortunate say he couldn't score in that game against Brighton. Wabra Bournemouth Eluzu by 2-2 over the weekend. Okay. So Seju when sum me up more of Ghanaian players. Time we share then you say Seju Yami Bo Chine benya time near can one semene AFC Champions League no. Al Ali Saudi and then 2025 champions 2024 champions Al Ain Ebo is a tough game. Said you or so CAF Champions League group stage in Chassis.
Yeah.
Yes, a chassis and tea. So you been time near can one sempa. Yes, you been time I can one sem say you.
All right. Yanko yanim Kessben television Kessben 3.3 Kessben 2.9 Accra yebehwem kakra na fei local source no na etwaso ID ebebremo enjebeko Newton Latte Marijata enso ho na yahwedo no so ede ebreyen na yedwada mo WhatsApp videos no enso enche betie eno enso kakra ni nyina no ebeba so ansana donko abo ne apegye mu breaking news apegyafo eba betrase na fei donko breaking news ewie no mienu a na fei DJKA Shatawale and efia ha enya sam ketwa kra SM obefia ha nti aha ebeye nikan ye papa me say se nantwie eksu na ye nkwase so a ne nam no enya nkwase nam even boko
pa the general obube
yes shata hadwe shata tisi the bia shata hwasem foforo enso ne nwom no de massa enya nkwase anyom oh yeah, legend, living legend. Enche Shatta Wale ebeba kruma. Obafia into your train of power. Please tell Newton to change his barber. The person is destroying his shape or change his style of hair. Hey. If you be okay, that's it. See, if you be here, if you say money, do you remember last week I said Kumasi Asante Kotoko's problem is the 3 back. The stats is so clear. The 4 back gives Asante Kotoko good results than the 3 back. Coach Ogum has proper full backs and wingers who are fit for the back 4 system. All right, fine. So anyway, by Jeff Udifri Wenchi and Abekansa and Anope, Enra back 4 no na oboye na obia ohwe bibia who say eboa no ye papa kotogum. Amen. Yeah, currency ventures. Then the brain.
The general medasi ewo akonya ode amami na mede enchia pace so free ya so ye emagana for ahwefo ene atiefo nyina. Sɛdeɛ daadaa yɛba Mondays ɛbɛka wɔ mo yɛ nupa ɛwɔ dwa so a yɛfrɛ no Zahara mixture, Zahara G capsules, Zahara man capsules ɛne Hindi herbal mixture no ɛna ɛho nkɔmɔ ɛne ho adanseɛ ne yɛde bɛso mu anɔpa yi na ɔdɔfoɔ yɛde yɛaduro a yɛfrɛ no Zahara mixture ɛne Zahara G capsules ana ɛdi kan saa aduro wei yɛ aduro a ɔbaa ɛne bɛrima ɛna ɛnom sɛ woyɛ ɔbaa sima na wɔ hɔ na wokɔ ofikyi kom na entimi ma oba bi wo ho onya ne mensesa dakro pe na etwa oba bi so wo ho a ne mensesa no emma kora oyo oba na wotesa adura medi ho adanse akamfo ade ama wo se be ma oflow no atimi abaye ene Zahara mixture ene Zahara G capsules oba bi so wo ho a wafa innam yare bi te se gonorrhea syphilis ama ensansan abaje na himfi ho aboso ama ewo ho a na himfi ho no nkikayen ketenkete ana ne na betena oyo ba na wote sa adura medi ho adanse e de ama se beboa wo ene Zahara mixture ene Zahara G capsules se oye bema so na wo ho na wawura tokorobo ni mu na obema no fon wan efon wafa innam yare bi te se gonorrhea syphilis na ensansan pa atiegu bema no ho prekesen bema bi wo ho a impempi na ba ne sa odwonso a na obre na ochem ansa na Johnson etimaba oho a ubonse insufita pa na firi ne bemam eba oye bema na wotesa ment na ho emma ennam yane na enhyew so Zahara mixture ene Zahara G capsules abasa ebeboa wodi ya ne se ubekọ ba bi eto aduro bia pharmacy shop herbal shop licensed chemical shop say duro we ayeduro a ebo odofo bia odwaleria na yesede bibi ene nam ne ho so oyodofo na wo ho na odwalerie na yesenkeka yenketenkete hawadwena Zahara mixture ene Zahara G capsules ana beboa say duro we ayeduro a nubura ahodo ana yakeka bom ana de aye so odofo wo ho na owo weak immune system won ko ade bia wayɛ mere wayɛ no fon yare yenketenkete ana hawadwen wada sesa kakra bia na ohuna mane wan ketenkete kata won ko ade bia onya infections a adura obia fa yare no kɔ wansa emma biem no wobon se onko yare no kɔ na ba odofo wotesa adura ababoa wo ebeboost immune system no ama onkomwa no anya hoden ene Zahara mixture ene Zahara G capsules yadro we esa yadura se odofo wo ho na onsa pa etete wodofo misi uni problem Zahara mixture ene Zahara G capsules no abasa ebeboa wo odi ya ne se obekọ ba bia eto oduru bia odofo yebekọ yadura ye fre no Hindi herbal mixture na se adro we yadura
ɛbɔ ɔdɔfoɔ bi a malaria fever ɛne na bɛtena so ɔdɔfoɔ ɛtiri di mmoawa no ɛha wadwen de bia wobɔ sɛ ɔnko wɔnum ato wɔnum nyinaa ayɛ nwonwono wɔapɔ so nyinaa ɛyɛ ɔya ɔdɔfoɔ hindi herbal mixtures aba sɛ ɛbɛboa ɔdɔfoɔ bi wɔ hɔ a typhoid fever ɛha nadwen ɛtete no ɔdɔfoɔ kɔbaa bi ɛto aduru Ghana ha pharmacy shop herbal shop licensed chemical shop wosɛ opɛ hindi herbal mixture ɔdɔfoɔ sugar level na ɛha wadwen no wodi fa hindi herbal mixture faka aduro bia onum bia no ɛno ne aduro a ɛbɛboa wo a regulate sugar level no ɔdɔfoɔ bi wɔ hɔ a adwuma ɔyɛ no ɛden ogyina ɛntenten ɛkyɛ ɔyɛ adwuma wɔ gya ho ɔdɔfoɔ fa hindi herbal mixture ɛyɛ wɔduro na ɔdɔfoɔ mesi adanseɛ pa a ɛba wɔ hindi herbal mixture no wodi so hwɛ usu benya wadanseɛ kɔba bi eto aduro Ghana ha wosi opɛ hindi herbal mixture ɔdɔfoɔ yɛbɛkɔ yɛ mɛmɛduro no so a yɛfrɛ no Zahara man capsules saa duro wei aba sɛ ɛbɛboa bɛrima biara sɛ woyɛ bɛrima na wɔ hɔ na ɔnkɔmmoa no ayɛ mmerɛ bɛrima bi wɔ hɔ a ɔwɔ low sperm count bɛrima wɔaduro ɛne Zahara man capsules bɛrima bi so wɔ hɔ a ɔntumi ɛmmo adwuma ɔntumi ɛmfa nsie ni enti yɛato ne din wɔ aminiti bɛrima mesi uni problem Zahara man capsules ne aduro a ɛbɛdi w'asɛm ɛde ama wo bɛrima bi so wɔ hɔ a sisi yɛleɛ paa ɛne na bɛtena bɛrima wɔaduro ɛne Zahara man capsules wodi akɔ Ghana ha baabi etu aduro biara wosi opɛ Zahara man capsules ɛno ne aduro bɛboa wo mmerɛyɛ bia wɔyɛ bia no aduro no ɛbɛyi ne nyinaa afiri hɔ ɔdɔfoɔ deɛ number si ebia na bibi kye wadwene so anaasɛ wonte bibi ase wodi afrɛ sisi a yɛbɛgye wo so 0246 34 83 34 0246 34 83 34 0248 56 93 35 0248 56 93 35 adɔfoɔ sɛ de bia mesie no mesi bambɔ atrema ɛyɛ kyɛn ayaresa bɔkitima etu adɔfoɔ ayɛ amentena hɔ ɛmma yareɛ no ɛnwikiw ɛmbubu ansa no wapɛ charistic nupa a yɛde ɛbɛdwa so a yɛfrɛ no Zahara mixture ɛne Zahara G capsules a yɛde Zahara mixture no ɛna nom capsules no ɛboa ɔdɔfoɔ boost immune system no asɛ to infection bia se bi te sɛ gonorrhea ɛne Zahara man capsules a ɛboa bɛrima bia ne mɛma yɛsɛm aba fam ɛne hindi herbal mixture ɛboa ɔdɔfoɔ malaria fever ɛha nadwen ɔdɔfoɔ yɛnu pɛyi Ghana ha yɛato apete baabi eto aduro bia pharmacy shop herbal shop licensed chemical shop the form shop was onum aduro na obɛyɛ adanseɛ na waka sɛ charistic aduro no ɛyɛ
yɛnso yɛbɛdase paa iben nyankopɔn ɔnhyira wo yɛkyia mpanimfoɔ nso nyinaa momfrɛ numbers no na mo ne ɔmo ɛni nkɔmmɔ ɛmfa nnuro no ho charistic nnuro no mo a mobɛdi danseɛ sɛ nnuro no ɛyɛ papapapapa Nana Kwesi Darlington New York America mem ɛna wɔ say from one country to the other. Nana Kwesi Darlington Yadasipa. Good morning, sir. I send greetings from New York to you and your crew. I miss you guys a lot. Newton, Andy, the doctor to be, and Awal Mohammed, the doctor to be, Franco Naro. I think Awal should add pictures when mentioning the players across Africa and Ghanaian players like he did with Partey alongside his presentation. It will give us a beautiful eyeball. Thanks. I'll touch down very soon and we'll visit. We can't wait. Yafio dodo Nana Kwesi Darlington say ohuye pa ene Ghana for am New York enso enyina titiri mu am monitor program no. Ye to aso enche beko ye WhatsApp videos am de abrɛ no so na ye tie kakra na nkomotwetwe nso ɛwɔ hɔ local matches ɛkɔ so ansema hodo a de aba na ni da ko ɛwɔ studio ha ni wɔ infa o ma ni nkomo kakra ono no nesi kwa so ɔkɔ nkran ofrin kran ɛbɛhwɛ ɛyɛ Kumasi Asante Kotoko ɛne Aduana Stars game ɛkɔ so ɛwɔ Doma Ahinkro 2-0 na enye game ketua kra. Now I understand how can the Black Galaxies coach call over 30 players with our Bibiani Gold Stars players, the league leaders, and currently the best team in Ghana. You see how they do their call-up, okay? See, See where they picked the players from. We live to see. Barros Edway Efree Bibiani and so and Abeka and Sa and Anopay. Be free Barros ho na makohefa. Good morning. My name is Atia Bednego from Samra Boy Zongo. There's a rumor that Vinny Jr. is injured and will be out for 3 weeks. Is it true? I know today is not a Friday, but please consider me. All right. And also, no. Commercial Santi Kotokovumo we knew. Studio no, but Commander Griffiths. Any need dako ewa. No more come kakra na fi me fam WhatsApp videos no na yan twaso Commander.
Sergio.
Seboko.
Danko fado.
Say kasem chire waso na say
if you are here no go here your body go feel out.
Your body go feel out. Military talk. Yes. Kasem na say waso no ntia.
Body
ni be catch re wa. Be chi na catch re waso na ate. Munkumachi na say munkwa. Pow. Now, if you're not catch the body, no. And now they say good news.
Yeah.
Commander. And now, yeah.
General, yeah, nah.
Now, what's me call Doma?
Me call Doma.
Hey, Commander.
Me call Doma.
Wow.
Sergio, they dika wa menchia.
Yeah.
See, yan shot, and I am phantom.
I am phantom. I say, Mama, bed. 10 minutes. It means so.
Jana no de.
Jana no de.
As a man for phrase, your man rafo.
Sir.
If you mean.
Come on, and that's Mumbo Soja. Oh. Commander, and they say win about
Jana. But say win, say win abano. One sound for Jan tomorrow.
Okay.
And say also Jana say yeah, say boom.
Soja for Nija. Wow. Okay, more fire.
Sergio, they dika wa menchia because of supporters.
Okay.
And no do mase. And ebiem chama solo. And say day na me ba ha me be ball coach chino.
Yeah.
And yes, me tan coach. Me mentano.
Okay.
But in the we are see obi a on ne nama. We mistake or be catch on a pewasem.
Okay, sure.
Me hu say no ade si doma no. And some ay catch the coach no. Ebi no ye ya. E ma ye nya results.
Of fire.
Oh yes.
Okay. Ebi ni dey.
Ebi ne no an information boy. Because ya catch wa say play 3 back no so abobe 4 matches as a 5. Nemwa. Na ne cassette try brave wo finfin obi na ye nhwe. Oh yeah no ye nya good results. And no play nya man of the match.
In front of center back.
Yes, and no defenders with him so ho atom keep under pressure bia ni so. Nti nya se bia ye tan se be bona chi but at times or yeah de na se obi so kan wa akira ontie kakra ba ye. O yeah nya na result no e ba ye no ogum ye nya odin. So obi am bo commander din.
Yeah.
Obi am mi din o. But jano kakra no ba ye no. Se wa sit up. Nti say no, the person coach ogum ti ase ni say. Say no if you are here no go here the body go feel am no. What take you one step.
Okay.
It is a one try the next one there obey change step on a match.
As I say.
Says a match I was say change step now almost on prep. It say one manaso na ntie the air cano no ntie supporters no be amana nko so a obey change step on a match.
Hey.
Ntie sere no wontie yenta no.
What kind of wantia?
Yes.
Mo force you.
Yes on the match. Once one no obey change steps in say obey confused.
Wow.
It's
more threatening.
And yet threat to ya penasem. Debi.
Na tse so na coach.
Eso na coach.
Ba se mo na mo trend onye.
Debi. Ese Sergio. Debi avance bia obetena ha sei. Ade ba ko ya na se debi listeners no calling you no can say Sergio ye ni say e bebo ye ni say ya. Na se wonya na debi mistake no mo ka say wo su tie na so okay listeners ne say no mo ka me ko me try ba. What you say? Anya se bia won ko na bia obi no me no ase ye wie ye no obe so me nsa be chia me.
I see.
Asem o ka kire me no ma mani je ma hu se no jana me bobo ye no se watie. And asem ko no coach repeating more than 10 times me because not emuwa because am dem me say the way ka coach ase bi ohun me ko be yi nani but na emuwa be ba se be 30 meters. O di me chia ma man for ba mo de ni sabe tu mi kom ha game chia me ka asem ko na more than 10 times.
Wow.
So unti at least ye penasem a ye nya nti ye ka bibia ya wontie bi mi wo me dey na me ya ne say media phone bi na se for say ye mpam oto ado because on perform
yeah
omo no were right but supporters dey any right say coach Ogumu ye mistakes a ye say ye ka kire Ogumu say omo mpam no Oh yes, I say wonya fair because also ye mpam otu ado dia na say coach ogum ye no nya results dia. Yes you are right say say timika so mpam ogum.
Okay.
Nti ye be sere omo, yes ye tan no obi antan coach ogum. Yes coach ankasa nim because na last na make kan say timi ni gina phone so din komo. But 2 hours 3 hours ni gina phone so.
They do baby so hu anu atwam.
Ene dia kra dia twa ma ono kra ya kan ya sem dada.
Oh man come sem.
Oh ya kakra ma menini nipo anti say mbe to gya yayi.
Okay, what two January?
January ye no. Eno kra ye nya no hu mi o say abechia mi. Ono ahu say no asem na me kan ye no eno kra. Sa asem kra me kan akra wani beje.
I see.
O repeating it 10 times.
Na ka kire.
Very mini coach.
Eh oni ni
mini coach. Oh, ti nani age. Nti yesre no. E ba ye omu kwaje wini bonus o ye njibi.
Yeah.
Wahun na no say Saturday anwumre me chama solo chama K5 Alex Manu na no see aban. Ni ye meeting kwan e be fa so e betimi ya support ama we na ba.
Okay.
Ye wie ye chama solo high car 2M Express ni bi o.
Okay.
Ene etre mu from Kumasi to Doma back. Die be di die be no bibia ye ne ka.
Solo we audio.
Wahun it is awful say so no team na say nye team na wona koma so a obeye sa ne we abo coach. Onye
the risk involved.
Enu aye ba no mo an sa de di o manim sa ne no mo beduru Kumasi.
Oh.
Inti ye pe inti so bibi ne ye ka kire coach ana say mpen omuntie ye so ye kakra. Ye sebi ye nyansan foni nyansan ni ba ko foti inti ye kakra ya coach so ntie ye. Inti we say na ba mo nten na because jane de me de want to say me hu si agi league no because me say this season league ne ekotokodia. Meto sa
on famun sem na mo kan.
On nya ka se on fa ni nyina. Ogwe na ofo say de be boa no no. On fa nka ho no fa nya adwuma ne nya results. Results e ba yi. E say ye refisi ye lose for obi abom.
Woni eso a ya nso support
ya nso obi a eno akwa me ko obi anim yi se man bi ni ko di before no say if you here no go here na ni before me do agi akrante 2 to so ma
oh
wahu ga oni ni o but eno hunti manya akrante 2 ma benefit wo ho nti coach ma me benefit akrante ne momme ti me sre no on dum ja no on ma ja no on double no because they say in some man tese one players here ni players ni bi din go so oh say we ye mistake to coach ba on chena on wakasa ti say ene na wo ye ya wo de enso na ne ye complain ade na dada ne ye kan no onye na banje results
yes
ba wo ye
na mo se mo ko mo ho a
no mo kan sem no o mo so na say o mo yes
nti de mo kan no fire ena training ground na feel man kasa no
call form ma o nya no mo perform ye wanya results
o mo she go so dwane call
yes e ba ho de nti affairs no obi shegu an obi ba wo che nti de ye kan tie yeso ye kakra ne nyina ye mpagya team ne nkosoro because we do Sivia mimi soja ye mpa meto so the only thing ye be ka say we di kotoko achi asa nti coach ye sere o tie ye because jane de free na akọ me say be boy last match league na e bon say ye no agura di nyame nti onye prepare
okay all right cover the grave be dance na fi mako ni so enra goal ni ba no na money ya jiwo stand no mu pa ni u de mi hu na nyum bia am se na mo to no ho nya sem ketu akra say ready ai bo kakra bi bo ko other sentence there but ni
sayo
mse onasi kwa so concrete
I say e ko prepare na December back for Sunday FA Cup no
okay
yeah na mamen chieti fo mi champion fo nyina na laja bola menim na mi chia mo I mean, in fact, when I was so that management, technical team, playing body, and the supporters in Nasi, especially Brown Half Regional Second Council led by Chairman Fuzi.
Hey, Fuzi.
And Wahab, dear. He said, Wahab, ni Fuzi, you know, I said Tundra ni Hamano. And yeah, easy. Now, mention Madame Tundra. Wahab, de Madame Tundra. Me Chiamunina, I mean, that Chairman Solo no. Commander no more say enra in fact ye nije here because ye go do sunyane Friday
Fuzi on now
Fuzi now
me about sa ko wonu say ye kure ko duru ye no
yeah
ye sa ne bro afofo ni nyina o mo sa be join because ye ko ne nipa be 7 pen na wo bass ni mo ne sa ne bro afofo no sunyafo no be join ye ne nyina
mo ko do ma
ye de ko do ma
akwabu my friend Fuzi
Fuzi.
Say on a lady.
Una because but why are there? I mean, Saturday you could do ho the way we dance camp ho bia eye wo mo mo ko ha yes say and run up fi ho and I was say a pre match so we left the place somewhere around 8:30 there about I mean, you could do a friend. I'm so I'm console mobile. To say the atmosphere near good. Omuya dear. I mean, we have Yadaumase. To win a game, a collective responsibility, but mostly no. Yeah, it depends on what technical in the playing bodies.
Okay.
Say the commander is saying no, and now win by, bro. You can imagine from Accra to Doma, back to Accra. If you are bottom,
wow, bottom. I didn't win an amendment.
The baby beer. I don't get.
Why you are a member of the communication team?
I don't get.
I didn't say through bottom. I mean, just say. Commander, I said when you are soldier also.
That's sacrifice. Sacrificial job. Yeah. Sometimes now, among focus, sometimes now.
Solo say you make me say one say 10,000.
Yeah, I say, do gate. My main fan Akonya was so that mean that Adriana for us.
Okay.
Especially on management led by Mr. Techiahi.
Okay.
Tender.
Yeah.
I mean, for the first time in Mecca, for the first time in the history of a match between Kotoko and Adriana Start or Domano, and rare reception was excellent.
Wow. No official be catch them.
It was excellent.
Okay.
Though you could do one or panel, I mean, a stadium manager, if say friend Adriana, also my Fakano. Oh, my Fakano, Remo, Yakaya, or Debbie. Well, young Pessa, Bibia Bantino, a Jacano, Emma, a Koya pre-match, surprisingly. My 5 complimentary tickets and 15 accreditation.
Wow.
It's unusual.
Okay.
Because one more cry and no more cry, no, it can be a problem. You really be any and tem crano. You call Basaka, oh my 10 complimentaries. Maybe I can't mostly what Koyama 15. Where there 15 accreditation with 5 complimentaries, making 20.
Okay.
Okay. I don't want to believe, say, because you call away first, I want to say about me, so be banting on ways. But what they did yesterday, no, I was saying, sure appreciation. You call, and ye bar, ye can. And ra, I call ye, no, I was saying, can ebo abaso. And that the in frame me, maybe be okay. Musaka be we are okay. But the chance, commander, Tiha, the line, the next way now,
okay.
The beer no consult here, and I think they'll move a idea. Players, you know, I am telling them, yeah, as supporters, you know, we don't need money from them.
Okay.
Yeah, commitment. And I hear show that commitment, show the willingness there. You are ready to die for Asante Kotoko. And now, but when we are fans or supporters, ask them. Some of them pick monies on the floor.
Wow.
From the supporters.
Okay.
I'm to do my one for baby at a stadium. Who win the year and what trying to get you have trust you. Who win the year was at to the bottom. I'm out scar. This is what the supporters are expecting. It's a year ball machia. There was so much here. Now, almost a some year say, oh, yeah, I'm condition. We have got that fine. And then the movie, and then I'll say, prepare for FA Cup. You prepare for House of Folk. Yeah, movie, where ought you on that?
Commander, the no crime.
I mean, name that why I share uniform. I don't even know. Name on that. It's yes, one more technical team. Yanta Obia. Obia time Obia. But yeah, say supporter be faka. Ejo Kumasi. Ejuma kakra wakoye wonyaska kakra. Se me faka kodoma. Na obeba na makobobo to kasa obekasa Saturday Friday na me could do Accra VIP from 5 a.m. say Joe minya bus to Sunyani at 12 in the afternoon. Naka ni Accra both Accra Kumasi buses any the echo Sunyani no bus. VIP STC 2M Express OA no pass now say queue I want her. Mama bump and you form one VIP abaso. Omo hu na me say kotoko just yellow no we be. As I chama yema won jira line mo we dey try say bra office we be call office. Come ma konya me try ticket mama.
Wow. I see.
Me down ma say ye boa no me down mo nyina say. Mo boa ye. Enti ye sell mo just say e ma yen.
Okay.
And we are ready to support them.
Okay, nti ni enso eno no we nti bi krada ena na make an earlier ne say bass ne ba na me officials ne bi di nkomo na omo board o ma hinkro
penifo
na baso pa
for the first time kotoko bass EP aduana omo supporters
ebo mo
say ma kotoko
yes
we nyina si
yes ye wie ye call post match
we no guy ba ku say minim so your more official on be yi cameraman no e free so omo half time
yes
but techi ahen tender by ka kire no okoya se okoka tom say no omo ma nipa no nko na nipa no ka say oh okay because your boss first no no ade eno ade
the more di no
referees no
yeah and so ne assemble ko referees no
eno ade omo panyifo na bi kura no no omo bu afu
the course water
no omo bu afu pa omo wie kura
na say na mo nya kwan ko wura wa
on say Mr. Adewe I may blame you for yeah because Adewe ya kan wan say mo consistently enya baako akos wa obekai last season referee ni Kofi bibi ni Kofi obekai a Ojego bia and cross line e wodoma no so omo call dressing room after recess no during recess no omo chair pa the delayed pa say omo ba
okay
abe continue match and now aka acha crowd by 4:15 na say share second half na say obe share say at 4:40
yeah
exactly
so mo gwa omo papa
eno ade ni say second half no obeji penalty be 15 kwa ni play am hwe na ni am say kai but obaye no omo aduana for na kasa hu say no omo nkofo na na eni ma nko yi referees no
obaye say na baako plaster
so omo akwa bi ka ni san ko ya te
oh yeah referees no
that's line one plaster crowd e do be na say ambulance for no ko no more dressing ni we no answer na home back
wow
I think say FA
they be a hospital ko dress ya answer na so
no ambulance for no
inside
medics go inside na ko dress ya answer na
ye can they be a FA for ye can say yeah omo protect referees they be a ye can
but say you me fa blame ni ma FA is omo ye team no say bass e ba na aduana ana ye final mo supporters no one be tia
yes
nti leaders na e wo ho mo na ese mo ne supporters ne kasa say ade mu ya esunsun sanso oni nti ma mo nye ba say wo jai because e bia etumi bia de ahye supporters ni mo koye sa ne ma o ye wi a e ka ba ye wa say nyame mfa sa ma na say de aduana ho mu ko keep kusa sa supporter e bi ko ba stadium a oh bra no wura mu front ya 1 cedi one boboka
that is it
nti ese omo ye team no na ese no omo kasa na omo ma supporters ne ba
ebi ba kotoko se nko ekra wa so no wo court kra
no
kai
yeah kai
da ho court no ne yi maso na da wo court
that's all other na kotoko de yeah it me identify supporters e do mo ko gina court na bi no de ba
ne bia about 6,000 5,000 na on TV
o ti ase me see last season bi si wodoma enra BS say ehun videos no supporters say ehun wo mo anim
even any breakum Chelsea crowd this season
yes very cool we breakum
guy no di match ni soldier ni omo kobo no ho
wow
oh yes we navy soldier omo kobo no our dressing room actually soldiers be a what 3 bien soldiers e ba na ba escort omo a de omo betra
e binom ye dia ye nchi omo nyo
ka bi bia nchi omo ne a wo beti ase afa no ne de ne kokko
enye o se ase ya
nkase ma mo nye na mo mfa nkokko ne kwanso aro no so bi ko ye referee bia mo ma mra ni ba
eni
say the mo na AD kotoko for the work court bi nkan de work court na asem because asem no work court but we ko si ba bia sa asem na si yes na kwaya mfa so am handle no sa na ko so ba bia dako
bo hu na team no bi akunika
na make us be blame FA no because so be there but not we crack whip ni dia it should be applied to all
okay
what you say we should be selective
okay
and no one say na make
yes sa na be kono sa fia na sem na si
ma me fa konya we so na me wish Michael S2 fabulous birthday and S2 birthday
police ni opeso ja opokoto ko se mi mu bi
na so ja
so e police ni
no say police
the police for God me be ba so de ni pa
dey baba so o ma ya dey
dey we ni yem commander say pa me bi da o
a fabulous birthday to Mike S2 na Mr. Apia Dakwa Benjamin Apia Dakwa I'm a mona baso and pay in players be I could dia kra omo national assignment
Okay.
omo ko do Accra wa ko pick one tema me no ka say all the pictures I send him ko host players no mo breakfast e di aduane papa
nya bi ni yo ti ko bo she na o she na bo ja na bo
no say that saka ho I mean entry ima e wo ho no mo a o show mu yi pa no say on to be show mu san so nti e be da o ma say o mo yes say ma young players no we are grateful we so players bu ba na we replicate ama ye na so ye ni age mu she ma ya na ye ni age.
Okay. Tell the soldier to keep calm. You want to employ him as a goalkeeper's trainer. So, are you aware that he was the goalkeeper for Kumasi High School when Okes beat them, led by Sule Muntari 4-0?
That was 2000, yeah.
Now
the year 2000.
Yeah, Milo Games.
Now high school.
Kumasi, yeah.
What are your goalkeeper?
Francis Akwafo, Mokebo, and now Okes wants to put Sule. But Sule will be dressing room on friend under 17.
Okay.
Nti waka was Kwame Junior mo Agawuli.
Yeah.
First 15 minutes in match 4. We want them in consider game from qualifiers in this house.
Yes.
I think yes. Quarter finals as I say.
So much Yaziko Amobi.
Debbie.
No go.
Debbie no draw the senior crowd. But now was Kwame Agawuli. I think I'm goalkeeper near Banahene.
4-0 no.
And no
4-0.
Yeah. We send us here the best shot mass 4-1.
You can't guess.
There's some to make
Oh, nice. Sledge na kai.
No team manager. On na kuta me boot.
Why?
But I say why you hin team nka.
Oh, Sledge. Okay.
School on na kuta me boot na me close.
I see. Oh, ina na dia say all the yeah, the boss.
Josi me di chat on. One lady bi was interest or nursing or Becky.
Okay.
O Tiopa. O so chiao. O so touch or tash or papa.
Assembly ni no.
Assembly no. No mojo.
No. So you need the idea.
Everybody need.
All right, that's Bani, kwesi sifa se menka nto se nyoma nkitikiti bi ujaya kotoko beti bi.
Kwesi sifa
Ebeneza ya.
Coach Eben.
Yeah.
Mane fa ne home.
Okay, it's
okay. Ofia once Mickey e call holidays ka o buy. On nyama o de brel.
Yeah.
Se fa fi owo UK.
Oh no mo.
Obefra na no you say, "Oh, go and support. When you go do this." O buy you. Se fa buy we 1 week na actually ni. Be sin ne. Me who se fa say da. Mane fa ne ho grandma.
Oni ni yire ni banta for.
Ai, asa.
All right. Yeah, go for WhatsApp videos kakra. Enra ni and no so black.
But say do na dey o kwa say tactical move say. Do want me crazy man share.
Ai.
What you be? Okay. But this guy say we
go. Bana say yimu ana don ho supporters here.
Okay. Mo na moto nyumo. Okay.
Akoto ka dem say.
Oh, ni na say also okay yi.
Akoto say di.
We cry second go answer na etimi to first go yetimi answer.
Na ye could do okra ye in the course of the game, you support about
twa ayi keke o.
Say adia ye ye no.
Akwa na tem di do de ba ka say ye na
ni nya tribute.
Okay, ba di nyina nka fu ano. Mada okay. Yentie mu nyumo kakra na fi yemfa nkofo WhatsApp videos. Ye ba e be call Newton Lati Marijata ho. Refi Kala. Say yeah. Okay, the commander only need that with the master power for coming. He was animal to come over. Kala, oh yeah, Muhura Mani. Oh, Enra match no, the course war Domano. Second half, another referee in man and players no pitch in the snow. And one of them sending call a platform, you say, I summon Sipe or dressing room.
Do a bassa, now a referee. Now I hear a PPR.
Yeah.
Well, Lucy PPR, just say, Ubusa, say,
yeah,
Uncodi match na say, Mancodi. So one could be a team, no our problem.
Yeah.
And I could this one near a basi.
Okay.
It's the best thing is, obey Mwamba to Agina. Namubesha say, Yakupombe or Mombenya security for her. Bet me about supporting more. I'm a BBA cost.
Okay.
Yes, looking at what happened, yes, a test, but it's a more canon. So home team, no, now, yeah. Now we are in charge of security for the referees. And it's a BBC a bad, that's a one when you are and control. A bad said the Mokana support and obey us and we are
okay.
You're fine, you're ban home match like a woman. And nowadays, you don't find among tears as a football. and the baby and the bio baby.
Okay.
And the football you show TV see BBA. It's in your own tiasi and idea as a way. Fat to paper so. Never come and penny for.
Okay.
Now I found a for my back as a punishes any panel. Said the Abaya she any day and Coco. Then one quanko bassa. Na koko ya bibi sese ni se a ba kodu na kofa nsem bebrebe ya afa na the punishment na kofa nsem abre clubs no nti ya besre o supporters no ya besre o bebrebe se e kwan bi o mo bia e so o di sisi sa de manager o mo mbo mo de so o di be sisi amasa de manager etwa na ba bu anya sa de ya
okay
be
ya be dasi na mami so na mo bahwe nations ani ya be so wanya ahwe ni ye
so na de bre me na me ka
me pa so ahwe ni ye me nim so me de abro me nim so ahwe sa okay ye be di hu nkomo all right yeah basisi ya ntakra me ba oni Newton ho na mo de ho bia so abre yen all right mami nko but just mo hoye there okay Dr. Paul any party omo abaye no madwuchu komo kakra all right ye tie mo dey na mo dey bria na no
right general me da say abusuafo ni what scientific hospital ya sanso ahia bi mu na yewo Kumase Atonsu Monaco Junction Kumase Atonsu Monaco Junction ye ni Adansura Bank die ni hwe na enkran so yewo mile 7 Achimota mile 7 be Janet Corner dan no aye adwuma firi Juada kosi eda memenda yeba TV ni radio say no a kai na hye ne so ka kire se eya adesua ne ade kire yeba kire wade ye bi suasua ye ho ade na afi ni mahodo bi a yakase betimi di ase ho yare ofie no yetimi edi ho nkomo edi a kire general last week edi nkomo kakra edi fa how poisonous some plastics and some polythenes no
okay
mayen adverse effects e wo yen body's ear system ni mo ankasa no na amanfo frey na bi mo kire mu se obo on mo hospital doctors say cancer na ato ni padua mo ba bi no aye din ama wo mo kakra esan se omohu niema bi wo mu a ebi eye bi a plastic effects a plastic na say chemicals na say plastic eye heated a elishi eko ye duane edi mu no ebi nso eka ho bie na generally beto ankomodi no so kakra but ebi a wutie me wo de diabetes pressure stroke na ha wa na wo ho nsem oye oba oye bema okasa na pampan boni de akire no halitosis anaso bo nso abehwemu ne bia ona hyehyew pa ase de asigem bo os doctor me na ase de mpane wo me anase wo Dow Johnson tente mu Johnson be brow prostate no eye kese anase wo sugar no na eye osa no ye Kumase Atonsu Monaco Junction and Crown Show ma 7 ye ne Achimota ma 7 Janet Corner free 0244 0876 0244 0876 0244 0876 Eti general answer last in common idea no Ghana ha ye nuane ye die no na in Africa and as Africa in general no ye no aduane we overcook our foods especially Ghana ha hwaben kwa itimi si just 3 hours eniema wo akade ye wo aduane abenkwan nim especially vegetables some vegetables when they are overcooked that they are denatured ahodi wo ma wo senka bo ma ni padua no enya ahodi epe no ase ni nyina enti in a nutshell no ye onuane bebre ho no ma ye dia we are just eating them to fill our stomachs we are just eating them to feel satisfied as ya men but nye aduane no ne ahodi nuane na ye pe no ye nya wo se anuane mu enti imagine say aduane asi just more than 4 hours well losing almost all the nutrients awu hia wo mu no asa akoto e de egu plastic bag when I say polythene mu na hyehyehye na sa chemicals ye kan wasme bi asa liki ekom enti elishi koma wakwa akoto yare na nka akoto ahodi obo wakwa akoto yare na wo hwemu nso a genua uyi saa de yefiri mu enye ye da bia meka say ye nuane ye ton abonten do na no obeto gu polythene bag upo umpo na mpo saa take away plastic bowls na aba no omoti aduane gum directly and can listen ke ba ne saa ni senke ye serve saa take away bowl na akọ we de ne ade ye tie aduane gum mu direct e wo senke aduane gu bibim na nko de agu saa plastic bowl na ode ya wa cover ho ama but ebu ho abedu fia be di aduane we behwem na plastic bowl no anane emu nanane kire se na aduane na ehye na nipa ne tigum ti anane ko he wadi agu mu na da bia meka se general se onnoa aduane a ye noa e de sachet water rubber bi na akata so na ode anoa na enti ebasa no medical ni nim say e dey say dey what time polythene bag na always se wo aduane e shepa na de go plastic mu a it is said there is tantamount to say work polythene bag no worry because chemicals na ewu mu no ni nyina no elisi kwa aduane nim amwodi na Nigeria be di nkomo kakra Dr. Paul ha me I don't want to hold breath for him to no ankasa ebeto us na fie busuafo nso asua de afrim.
All right, doc. Ma yento nkan. Dey na ko, dey na de brain.
Yo, na so ye besua de pi na. Meka obia se o ma na nye se ya otie Kessben. Na am se ye kai wasem bi no ne esan so kire wade. Nim de nko a na ma obia timi free class bi owo ekọ class for nim de empoda. Ni wa scientific clinic ato ye bo ase pese ye de hwehwemu bi nkakra de ye normal bi atwa ho ahia ne ya nkasa de adwene fa ho bi ye bo akire sika no ye se bo akire ahwade ye bisa ho questions bi ho anu ye ni bi na eba no ye bisa ho se yare a etaye ewa kata respiratory problems yare fa ye homi mu no asa aka system ni mu ache eno ne ye bisa ho se de na ekoso nipa bia so didi a meka wo fie se wunya ne ma mienu bi unya nutritional benefit no na ma onyini fefefe no uwie a wase unya medicinal benefit no na wase aduane ne dane aduro no na nya ekobom nutrition no ne medicinal benefits of food intake ni nyina ekobom eho ne yehu se medicinal aspect of aduane no yayira no eno na ama respiratory how bebre aba no eno na ba bia kwan ya fa so ha no ne se rubber bekeka ho ade na efra franti lead poison ne doso ye wie ne ebisa ho question for say okay die na bekoso die bekoso ne se enipa bia o respiratory system o mo ho ba respiratory system no nyina se o ho me kwan no se wo hwene mu emframa fa hwene mu a ebe pass through ba bia efra ho nasal cavity ebe ko pharynx ebe ko larynx ebe ko trachea ebe ko bronchus ebeko bronchioles na ewura alveoli ansa na akodu lungs mo kwan na na nso te se de wafa ka ekokejetia no enkronkro etratra ye no eho na problems ni nyina etoda enipadua e fafiri eho na ye se de na ekoso yi enti mframa enti nso enko o lungs ni mu a ene wakoma ne mmoyie ene onipadua ne probability se unya hypertension unya problems a stroke mo ene ischemic stroke mo problems bebre no eye high de ne ye beye se jo se enhwehwe mu no koya akoduru se enipa ne nuane bi nso ofia eno nso mo nsan nya nuro papa bi a se nuro no e konteni aduane aduro bi ye friend lycopene na suppress cancer mo pa ene ade bi so a ye friend lutein intimi tu for ofie se amini kan kire wade simple bi ofie mesrew aya no waye bi uwie a kan ho ne fa ho bra ni wa scientific clinic ne nya hwehwe mu papa ma se jo chili pepper makonti antiano de tare makosam no unyusu bi da mesre wo fie hyase se wo pa bia yuzi enstro se wo sampo ekumkro ti wo fa chili pepper ba ko pa mienu ana miensa wo osamo ana yafri how de a on fa kese aya no pa wo de kunsuom keka no akodware obeba na abam makwa ye de yeti wanya oti onum ko mu a lycopene wo mpa first of all ade bia ye kokko e contain lycopene lutein enti intos chili pepper hyase se wo ma bia kom na chili pepper de ende efo mo fa ba ko me na ade atonsuom ebebam wo kakra otimi de nom oni wo kra makonu nsuo na no na wonum ko mu produce more lycopene ebema cancer se develop wo mu no ahyase se ekofom ebeye bonus ten krama prostate no ebeye bonus ten ama respiratory problem a eba no obebo wasa de bia na wo wensi de bia kata ache de bia respiratory area ho no ma ha wo ho eche se cancer bi develop ho fi bi toxins bi lead poison bi cause ho mesrew using my content na fa paper na oguso no yare bi so ewo system ni mu a ya adwene cause your friend RSV lab technician bia be di madanse se o check nipa 100 e Ghana hanoma emu be se 75 e RSV omunim ti oye ya ode o se wanya kata wanya fever ne ho be hyehye ne kakra na ne home no e pese twitwa sinketenkete bi na kata a chene dendende e RSV virus bi na dis abone no na ne treat e den enti gise wudru ba bi ti se ni wa scientific clinic ye nya ho adaje aka che se RSV abai okofia ata si u be shit no tasi pa ba modern say o pillowcase no attach sesa no e ho pa ye gya no ho ne asan afa no ho ye gya no ho ne asan afa nto se sesa no ne ma waduro papa kire o right direction RSV no na de na to from kranti se utie mi a ne wa scientific clinic no na ya da agye ne ye hwehwɛ mu no e kire se ye ya re bebre no ɛkwan yɛ fa so noa yɛ nnuane no ɛne kwan yɛ fa so di no no ane nhyehyɛ ne yie nti yɛ makonsuo yi ka America kyerɛ wi ne san so to aso sɛ o tu ho fo ɛwɔ wadidie ho sɛ o didi bia America o sɛ o hia nutritional benefit ɛno na ɛbɛmu agro fɛfɛɛfɛ owia no aba bɛnya medicinal benefit ɛno na ɛbɛsan wɔ yareɛ no nti lycopene a yɛnya firi makom no ɛbɛboa ma respiratory problems a atu atese ɛwɔ system ne cancer ahodoɔ a rɔba mu use ɛna ɛde aba no na ate so ama yɛn.
All right, Dr. Paul.
Generally, yɛka ɛde asisu dua sɛ nipadua ne deɛ ɛsɛ fata sɛ na ho ɔdi ohia no wontimi nya ne nyinaa ma no kora no akakra bi abenya no especially with enuane a yɛti kɔ yɛ mu a yɛnnoa ɛdi ne raw ansa on sɛ enuane bi wɔ no mu a obedi ne raw if vegetables and I say fruits enyadoa entos anka saa ne enuane a yɛnnoa ansa ne ɛdi no very, very important to the body, especially after 40s for no. Sabre no naturally nipadua no o system nema bebre organ bebre weekend. And poba mema you more hormones di mu akotene testosterone. Wunyini ni nyina de bia meka se naturally no na dodo na asa na ho de no eso ete. Nti ya na ta ha mema sem no nti ye mema titiro de ye hia sa anuane na ye no ansa na ye di no fruits no kube watermelon also contains lycopene. It is a new idea a boy pantuba ni what scientific hospital. Yenya brainy adagye at the mount near church or sanima way in a drunk wine at the mount. Your sign what nas near church or sanima in a said a bay uncasa with fear. But who did ye and said, Did ye did ye no, and also a drew no. Okay, because all no drew, neither you are now there. Complement your drone and your papa, one head drone, a bra doctor, I say, Bia, Oba review, Oba Saba, not doctor, not you may say, Obey okay, Cacrana, Hober to one, be a banastel, at the end I wasn't. It be an Biania would with your day number drone and not a war. To Bani was scientific hospital. Yes, I did my way in a be a wood here with fear, a war problem. More worry 2 years, 3 years now, a war and ma. There be a castle no kunumra. Say the what hospital ya ma me man so agya tum say sa wo ma ye mfa pressure no nko ama na say be nya oba nko na ewo because oba ni wa hospital semen analysis test ye say grade percentage wise about 70% memo ma ba hododo na general ni gisem say youth no eba more oba one oba check ni strength of the semen te be ni semen analysis and na two ni prostate the strength and the prostate na ho odi ankasa intiama 325 for na sha se ba especially on person mo ware no odi kan be hwese ne mema sem gina yie ansa no akwa ko hu eba na busu nti ye ne je ho obi obeba be check na ne makakra yi si akwan kakra na ehu si de be si ama oduro ene wadidi mu si asan director e wo ho eye pressure na e ha wo ana asthma te hye wa ho mi ensi so ana so obi ono ana de eye enamu san de syphilis ana gonorrhea na akwati awdwon so abema ana akọ private na wo chimo na nsufita bi furu bema na oba fibroid abayi osi akwan awo ma eye ni what scientific hospital be pacho obi ono ana de na akwa prostate problem prostatitis prostate enlargement then prostate cancer oda awdwon so ntentem awdwon so be bransa na de achen awdwon so na abema mu hyehyew ana se diabetes na ha wo pressure bibia no a obani what scientific hospital ye wo bre eni adagye ma na ya hwe oni nyina so general ye wo Kumase Atonsu Monaco Junction Kumase Atonsu Monaco Junction ya Dansura Bank die nim hwe Accra ye wo mile 7 Achimota mile 7 ben Janet Corner dan na oduru mile 7 park ne so e ben hwa Mondays to Saturdays ye adwuma including holidays from ye was 0244 0876 0244 087687 0244 087687 Gerard.
Okay, yeah, but that's a new what scientific hospital. Dr. Paul and the kwache numbers na munguswa na monfre na ubedi yare ye papa. Emraso se me call Newton and kala and so nene Abigail birthday. Abigail, and your birthday. Me wish you happy birthday. Abigail of Aija Abidance Catering Services. Bamcho CEO no on Wankasa any and Abigail birthday. Me wish you happy birthday. Abi, sweet Abi. Abido. Obia say wish you happy birthday. Busu for number 4 no titru. No pa. Oduane esofo mu na bibi yesi happy birthday nakopon nhyira na onya okese pa Abigail aka Abido. All right, new munsomo na fe munfa kakramre ansana yasana ba beto aso Newton Latte ene kala.
Right, Sergio, yaso our studio has say now match day 12 of the Ghana Premier League, you know, a basso over the weekend. Na me ka say yet they are bebrenu two coin into table no so best and of course changes kakra about table no so. We the Gold Stars at so the top of the table but not the most offensive side of the Ghana Premier League. Nations set Tosumienu as the most potent part of the league, you know. Oh, can Nations and our debate now. What about to Heart of Lions? Last year, none of whole chin pa. Yeah, the eka somewhat eka de na come relegation. Mediama completes the top 4. But at the about who our league, you know, say I can say for to do another so I'm part of the table. House of Folk, Kumasa Santa Cotocobricum, Chelsea, Samatex, in Swatre, Karela, Adriana, all these teams, you know, and that's so ewo Fifio. Accra Lions, Ediana the whole season after March the 12th, more winning back up. Na more consider bebre and not just say bottom part of the table no mo na mo say pa Lagos Cities and then Vision yen ramu na yen share two coaches ay ka say pressure be bomb so asem pressure be bomb so weekend no ba ko ay coach a champion by the standard of the club our coach in Adriana me catch season na mediama AJ Ghana Premier League no Adriana na that table no top sir until March the 30 so March the 31 no and na mediama efa ho season na Samatex agye no almost also at the top side until March the 20 and Samatex assign Adriana so they have their standards. I'm a pressure about it. So the pani Dr. Prosper Ogum so na pressure one so ye pa. You can't say pressure be kum ni pa. Na say company owo. Na o share the game na o come na injuries kakra ba kum ye no ho. I mean two coaches ni na wa some based on the fact say omo personals na obi na ho kotoko lineup no and etwagu e TV so of course Adriana a lineup no na wo hu and make sure how a coach a champion hye mrante no Kumasa Sante kotoko coach Dr. Prosper Ogum nate or no and ne mrante so etwagu TV so na o hye ni say ya na o kai say there's a manner ojira fifi amo original Collins na yet referee ojina mu so from Adriana ne drama 442 traditionally or boss last or Ben Treme and Richard Tete o fifi na nchen obo Hansen and Ponsa Elvis Ado in the final third Abdul Bamba and Kevin Obene be partner back for no Abubakar Adams Richard Saki Alex Boache Kojamo Akoma Saud Inusa and the go post 4-2-3-1 from Kumasa Sante Kotoko. Mohamed Kamara, Lord Amwa Patrick Asedu, Joseph Ablo in Dongani Samba Gilbani, double pivot Andres in team, and a Justice Blay. It was shot Justice Blay in team Manu. This happens to be the first time a Mumia new ball in Midfield combination. They kind of say combo no. First time a Mumia new airborne. Now me share critically. Not just say who can crowd or say oh but free attacking midfielders. And the general one striker here. Uber here two typical certain midfielders. Where Andres in team on man and move bresa. Justice Blay on corner and move bresa. That licenses this players to maraud in the final 10. Sakada that Yaya Baba and Wisdom Fernando. Oka Vinicius and Mbappe Obeje so in the final 10 Abet Amwa. Na Oshe line up two teams in the Komwa. Dr. Ogumusesan and Sapa. A man for share 3 back in the Muche. A man for share the other formation systems in the 4-2-3-1 with a typical number 10 in Babaya and now Odini Jinamo and the usual rituals, and I said, Joe, Corso TV, no so. Now, Oshe game how a choir. Doma happens to be one of the major zones at Okoha. In fact, even before kickoff, crowd, yana pressure also. Now, make a Doma over the years, one mark the ground, so I am more tormenting. They are my visiting teams. It is a best I will call Doma pet or show, irrespective of the squad they are available. No, Doma, a quite of crowd, no see another thing. Yeah, now, old general say, obey stress that. But this game was a bit different. I saw exhibition of great character from Kotoko. Me who change of mentality from the whole squad. And even at some point, Mesasu who cohesiveness be our squad. One thing about the game and not make a bought Dr. Oguma Basso say, one time could game one, one of the benches I had to be a Mikasa airport because 11 we are. When we were bench, but this time Emmanuel Antwi was on the bench. Ubenya 17 do somewhat in do he was also on the bench. Every chamber for Pitami Duakwa they were also on the bench, and it shows that na squad no air take. This was a free kicker. Masoud Inusa, well, who be Bia? Patrick Asiedu who said, this was a time one. Say, Kasa the ball to her. Now you show their friend said technical capacity. Obet me, I show that excellent skill. You know, he's a left back, but technically, Otimi ball not direct with a certain technique. And going up as a ball in the corner, you know, exchanging of pleasantries after this goal, no amount a lot of messages. Said players and any coach, you know, almost show BB said. Dr. Abre, yes, we see Abre fire in a bow swa, and young Kwansu Biba. But the distance and the technique, and no Kwama me Bob Patrick Asedu, Abasopa, you know, Yana freaky dear, and Anu Yani Busase, you league in Ukraino, who are the free kick experts. But from the left interior, almost a Patrick Asedu Kojina Bonnet, you know, Nasa Kasusujina, but Patrick to the north and out the ball at net. This was the second goal. The second goal, the Adriana for the box room. But one thing I keep saying is, yeah, now organization, you're poor without a ball for our teams. We show TV no Sudan. Got to call 4 players in the box, but I can tell you, say, Obia anyone my old job so, and Adriana really considered in a very bad way. I should say this. Adriana consider a goer, or because a defensible, may make us a defensible. Born make us say you fan fast for Kotoko. Now at the time I born in the box, I keep saying, say. When voice na air ko when assume na when air communicate when air command so Masawood or Shabon so be a born free back. But that's one thing I've been telling these players. The source of the ball is equally important as the destination of the ball. It was to chimba kumi enemy and someone 10 1 1 born in Kahoma de enche born a box room. So in as much as we do say obeying free man or you free no now we do say box no more kasankasano organization or so saying it here. But that was the case. Kotoko and making sure say not 3 points in kwa. They also kept the sheet very clean and more extended bet amwa the goal scoring no so at the court 6 and okay I'm a catcher was a first catcher actually muko 8 goals and I bet amwa quickly waba and later no Adriana so back game room and yet later across the entirety of the 90 minutes it flashes me who Adriana team but coach Dr. Prosper Ogum message where they may catch you a quiet camera faster than the goal no Kotoko keep clean sheet so it told me I punch and said be an aqua BBO but look Kamara did numerous errors Adriana to me and punishing. Now, at some point, it was also the first time I who Kotoko a defender without the ball. As somebody in America said, Doctor, you cannot always control the ball or control the game using the ball. It told me, let them have the ball and control the spaces. And none of show TV, you see. Dr. Gumampa, Kasabri, or Bima Presse, but they are in their own half with almost everybody behind the ball. And in fact, Adriana back forward in here. And to worry, I know because a ball cry about a half and I am one half. The coach has now understand the fact that and you bring and over to me a control game by using the ball. I told you about 2-1 opponent, but the spaces will be really suffocated. It's the free attackers, almost. This is the first line of defense. Composed by Fernando Abetamo and of course Saka Dauda. Oshe top no. Obia Konechi, everybody, and it was really tough situation for Adriana. Omuntimi and created so much chances throughout this season. Import Nakotoko City behind the ball. No man I did Adriana power, but I love it from Dr. Ogum. And you're bringing in a bit of a control game. I mean a Pep Guardiola and hot trainer, but I told you say we'll be talking about that. But this is my warning to Mohamed Kamara. Nenantia ne exit from the goal line talks a lot to me as an analyst. The position very poor. In fact, okay, go now consider what Bechemnoa was aching to a situation at Toa, and despite all the good saves, say Jan line also not person exits ban anymore. Yeah, now I can't send me and I'm telling Dr. Ogum, goalkeeper's coach, say Munya Huajuma. So boy no one, yeah, I'm check about the goalkeeper in the position you every time on your show, say I'm running him and now I'm running. And it really has been creeping into a game of the goalkeeper. A bonus son of one fat a coin this one treatia. So Joe, Dako now they are considered just as a koto Kumasa Sante Kotoko. Now watch this. She goalkeeper the baby ojina anyhow be chembo on the torn net not on your social baby a goal post you see. So Bonnie has shot from a chair almost about 80-meter distance. But the position exists from the goal line, not on your social. And so I go it was very, very, very similar. But Maka, we don't go back analyzing the micro detail of that goal. But I am telling you, it's a different opponent will be asking a lot of questions from similar situations against this same goalkeeper. And so, every time he's so unsure, say, Obeba and Omba. Now, on this moment, may invite Refikala Shamin Chahaboko, Division 1, Division 2, Ghana Premier League, and Honsen Sembebre. Refi Fono performance in to the BIA BPO. Refikala Kwaba.
Yeah, I
weekend na and you boko the other.
Yes, I do.
Na share Warriors in RTU game we say na young kono papa. Juliet Bawa, one of your top female referees in the D game. Na e bani say na ya ne busa se obi ka bibi kire obi. Go no a toilet na wagye wia ne sa o se center. E na hu se flag no wosoro e na no so de ne nsa benkum no e ko soro. What really happened? Have a real look of it. Na you hu say in fact omadi obinya and na say they are right. That's refuge Bawa. So should be we Division 1 game. Na fantasy premium quick. You know, the ball was here. Na Oshe ya na meta highlight area ba ko the bound. And no not the ball na on the toilet. Ref, I didn't know here.
Obetimi am massage bi.
Yeah, and one massage show.
Okay.
And one massage show so wait me massage. The same situation wa line me side has say I see her. And then this was the striker of flipping Bonify, but there was a defender not over very late. Interim person was at 2 boys and I was actually be na odu opinion mameno. Is it basic parts of the game I say Oti? This was the position ref.
Yeah, so we share situation na okay there. Na I stand ref no anya de.
Wa anya de wa.
Wa mboa. I stand ref na anya de wa mboa. The center referee no because it's a center referee no epic ball say go because we share na me share say or other player no tactically no call out so attacker no ball also call out but I know they say go no and ball na infringe no being in an offside position is not an offense unless as an amateur trainer the BIA can achieve. Is he interfering with play? Is he interfering with an opponent or gaining advantage by being in that position? So on call hard there, so on there, on your mistake. And player now try line to call there. Tactically no, I'm not be cry. So I'm not that defender now on the call that defender no show right. That's it. On the player no at two onside position. So we say I stand referee now. I say we share. Because all the time, you say, that they be in line with the second last defender on the beach. Wait, till can last but one. And you know, be a last but one defender on the social. Because to judge an offside, I must have 3 cardinal points. At a player, no. I say, who say, is he having 2 opponents before him and the goal line? And so, now back. About the rest 3 things, you know. Say, Muba could cry the Achina. It do rest 3 things like Ekana. A Mubian, a chance, attack, or say go. So I think that a real assistant referee.
A real, not just what did him be.
Yes, what did I achieve? Let's go and stand. Wow. Let's go and stand.
Wow. You know, Oman in Commander, a line, no.
I said, and can be saying, no, there's a communication and back. Time, I said, I said, referee, time who you know. I know who say why mistake. Then promptly, I saw Kajas and Master Ujim, but say, go then, but I don't know what happened.
Referee Division 1 quickly, Rep Premier. This was last week game, I can't say fan tour, but for clarification's sake, Mediama and a Gold Stars. This was a penalty. A cause so second goal no man by therefore join that form no Kevin a call challenge you know. Sato was in should be was just say your questions now was to channel and channel why a far ball no those things now.
That be a me and me capucino here ref maybe on a move.
Oh my.
Oh my.
But we are ready my.
Anything that me read the fast one say what they show. Say referee no say call you a little close there. And come on say defend the far ball. Also shall legs now the white horse no. And that move horse now. What you say any power no white no. He went in for the ball. Oh. There was no contact. He kicked the ball. So everyone that defended the bump on him. And everyone just say and you can say
so there shouldn't have been a penalty.
That's it. No, there was no that's good. But he was a bad point. If you look at him, a counter and then I said go ban them. Let's go ban them and go between
clear view of it. Until the man ko basa no. So them say no. Say go nya clear view. And when you aggressive, you know, the tackle, no, there was no force here to say he went in for the ball. And the defender, no, and you clear out to me in your ball.
But I had to diminish the confidence of the defenders.
Oh, yes, to me, see, who says, we a player, that's a winner. Confidence here, BBC. That BBC, I could to one. Who said, man, I've a woman now, young, she said, me go a ground here. And so it's part of the game. And Bassa overlooked it. Move on. Said a bear ball game. A bubble.
And you overlook media from Takwana and Rabra quickly. And only a friend argument of the moment. And then I will show you. It was just half for nations.
Yeah.
And they sent a long ball called box to them. Now, wait there, the whole night, them say will be discussing. Between Amankona and Razak Simpson, there was a tussle. Quickly, referee draw. Was a penalty. Have a close look. From the close shot, and I discuss it and sequences, no, send no, I am sure, say, Obia should be out.
When you look at the referee, the position of the referee is correct.
Yeah.
Only say no, or run it vertical, that's at least, or balance it across the bay and go over the year. So they make sense. She knew the Mimi, and they say there was a handball because me one, make sure no, that my first view, not before say. Dama when cry attacker so and it's attacker no cry na
attack for the white
and they white no so na me sure when Razak Simpson na say one na okon you could see say one go the straight line okoya no kofa attacker also okon na football dey na bia meka the obeye won say ball na nya obi na kuta ball no eh ball ni abo asim so two players a challenge for the ball we are there obenya contact. We had the Obenya contact, but my contact, you know, and go ahead gravity. That the force that a baby never remember referee made the Obenya foul the ATL. It was the Razak Simpson, Econano, or so evoke a crack. Echo yes, or yes, or blocking the grass. I was also all Conan one go straight to. Yeah. I would have bought the ball and today I sank on no more. I could steal the ball. He went in for the player. So I make sure it's a man. There will be a contact.
Contact. Hey, for contact.
Oh yeah, they are player now. No, the Amman is looking straight for the ball. And I was asking Simpson says, Amman could be the first player. No, say baby, Kitwabi and Tuno Kwamwa. Or bet me a fat. A bear myself. It also oscillated or cordon in Kakrabi. I know some of the more command. Yeah. Oh, command so I know it now. Yeah, then Nana. Over bump on you. Where the Anna Sana Babati in terms, no, and our summer salty board, a cocoa board, sir.
Question number one: who am I going to answer? I'm
a grandson. At that player,
can we say, sir, or
no? The good answer is until I'm saying, no, but you are some blow a ticket to Abby, blow a ticket to Abby. Never time more running. You're running, oh, Simpson. Yes, I know to Ubasana, player now, or no, the onion not getting the intent. The intent of Amankwa was not to push the player. The intent of Amankwa is looking for the ball. But you being the defender, no, I'm sure there. You being the defender, what did you do? Oh, Konana, Okoye Bibiki to Abi say. It's weird then. Football being a contact game, the player where they are in Sabatoso. Sanka Oko straight. And I'm straight it to where be crowd here. But where the Okona
according to my question.
Question
number one.
Yes.
Yes. And then
and the Kodana is a Simpson, a Baman is a Kotonechi.
And I make say
Simpson and Conisea.
Can
Tonechi.
But Obi a show anymore that means a fancy to
Debbie.
Young question number two.
Yes.
Sasha the close now. Apart from the inside of dark in West, Sasha Bill, the other side. Can you see a push?
Yeah, that's it.
Do you see still
because that time someone releasing
this. Can we say this is a push?
If you look at this, then started overstretching. So Obi push Obi, you could see.
Can we call this a push?
No, no.
And a uncle. Yet to be fair, push.
Yes, and a push because only they close. There was a close between. They were closed.
What I say?
All connect the way Diana and inside the
No, but in the games, I walk from
what policy, anything that is but in terms of running, you could see, sir, I'm going to epe.
Let me say, person, if you're running,
that's anything amount. When you stop this like this,
I love your judgment. So say, and you push. This is a clip.
Yes.
And you push.
Yeah.
All right. So from this and Sana, inside of the ball. I'm on Kransa or Hefa.
That's what I'm saying. No, because who said ball or losing contact.
Don't you think, sir, after so pushing a nobody
can think for anybody there because
this is the hand.
That's it. Anything I'm saying, over what you know. ɛyɛ hwan na initiative saa adeɛ na ɛmaa ne amankora ɛnsa kɔtɔ n'akyi no.
ɛno na woka sɛ emotion game.
That's it.
They were all running.
That's it.
Ɛno
ti ɛkɔkɔ ba saa na ɛsɛ ohun sɛ push no the gravity of it na me ɛgye foul no. Sɛ me nsa bɛtɔ ɔhun nam sɛ ya ɛno nkyɛn sɛ me push o football being a contact game. But we are all struggling for the ball. Ball na kɔ akotom. Then when he was moving he ran ɔkɔ bumping on amankona. Ɛnyɛ amankona na ɛde de pɛ ɛkɔ sɔɔ ne mu ɔno mom na ɛbɛka amankona. Etu obeka amankura den amankura beye oni bibi obeye on timi push sama
this is a push
when you senka push baya eka ubohunu
me I can say so we push
when who ya no anu say who initiated that push it is the defender who initiated because when he was going straight no and ko so ko ye and ko wa ma me check ko bia ka no
me to me
that is why it is a kafa obi bar and amankura to for man I can referee me to foul it yeah defender and director
so final word amankura push you how
no
but now my question is I don't know we no nsa na basoro amansora
because who's a handball about no because me so me attack me defend me a player me prompt referee that was a handball oje anya masem oje anya masem but me person man who sabi dey say that man no a player bia niam a ode ye e de boa no ho ene ti ojira park no so na okuta ball dey na so ye who's a foul aba opeja ne sa chere referee say BBS referee na anje a ono on timi ko e de hwe that is how it is.
Okay, my last question no say no. After Sarah Zak and Sanemi no word anymore no. Untumi nka say aha amankora influence referee no.
No, you see referee there or player to be influence
based on the action what it
actions and everything that when the player is found guilty, look at the defender, the reaction of the defender after the penalty has been taken. What they say Otini baby. And somebody see you know. Otini baby so Otini baby why not gonna say I'm fan because who say we did somebody. Who say we did somebody to don't know. And somebody or the kakodi and someone abonensa.
Then before people and say me busa say we who is a push.
And I'm sure say why the initiative that boss say be push. The initiative board say be push no. And that attack defender no.
And intention so RTM woman am 3 weeks intensive training no eba registration no e koso den and nunti bomaden na fa your forms no countries like Hungary, UK, Canada, Czech Republic woman nyina no our broche omo na ebe assisto emma wujubedi na timewie pay registration fee no e 100 Ghana cedis pay your number e 0534 04 5169 0534 04 5169 obetimi afreyan one number we so freyan ye bejo so Totina 74 eye T74 edro num T74 edro ni bi na num T74 ebeboa wie papa ebe boost immune system no ma immune system no ahode bem a yare bia entimi embo eniti yare bia hihye ho bia no de hian se obenum T74 edro ni bi na aboa latest foam your partner for life wabrabom yonkoni latest foam kope latest foam wo mo ankonya ni bi v sofa no 6005 l no 3100 Ghana cedis tena konya papem Republic Bank bank adu sikasem kodan omo a usikasem ni koyem wome digital or retail banking eno kodan che open loan and also per credit cards open so your investment SME and also corporate Bomadesha Republic Bank wo mechira kwan number ne 0302 429 577 obetima frɛ on number we so o frɛ a ye bejo so Coca-Cola regular and that's a Coca-Cola original regular taste in 300 ml glass bottle no 3 cedis 50 pesos na Coke dear home Fanta dear and a Sprite dear and so our Coke home Fanta and a Sprite or 3 cedis 50 pesos and yes so a day a year and a pet bottle no swaba and you see 6 cedis and into to na washin soon no when you be anumie papa obi turn a dine no a 6-story building including toilet and bathroom and a wardrobes I would do in a room the day a year towing 2 bedrooms our down floor with hall and a kitchen 4 bedrooms our upstairs and a dining home plus boys quarters with a kitchen our juso krapa a ben former Metro FM home your number way opedana to abetima free 055 218 8669 055 218 8669 offer number we so yebejo so House of Fortune Limited epe workers amoma kwa ye djuma e wo Dubai enu nti uyo bia pe djuma ye e wo Dubai a 200 workers and you do a moko the yan say obefre yen and I said the yan so baba ya say I was sokoban ko for a school junction so your number is 0554 547 915 0554 547 915 what for number way so ye bejo so Amalina Children's Haven ye bie baako kese ewo Kumasia nkrantade ena pebiato babies essentials anase okwakowo niema obehia ede akwakowo emane nyo problem wo bano from day one until so bano wo benya eye be 20 years ekode Amalina eno so kopene niema eto ede emano Amalina bie big shop ewo Kumasia eye Amalina Plaza ben Santasi runabout uduru ho a obehu se eye plaza yi ene wo hoi ene nti bra na be penyama papa efama bano nyaba nyama papa de Amalina ena benye bi ato hebaso cream eye cream bema na use bema yi so hebaso cream ne bi na hebaso cream de wo sashe mu ene wo tu mu aplaki tu bi opinis no na fe bredru sawni oba no eba be sheme ni jeni de ebewie pay your amount your number ne 0244 750 510 elephant ointment usisi ukotoje waposo rheumatism eye elephant ointment sadik heba powder eye koko sa edro sa powder ne bigu team ukokom nanom ebe boawo elephant heba mixture ewo dwaso unum bia koko yare nbeko and a flezon 600 eye stroke edro BOG alternative clinic and diagnostic services yare how bia no fako BOG yasue na de buy clinic wa ye di nuane and besa yare yes se nduro mfama no mo ye di nuane and besa yare diabetes hypertension stroke peptic ulcer bone disorder or power anase wo prostate problem anase wo edu yare bia how bia no for niche BOG your clinicum. You will come the cabin behind MTN for office any hotel and next in addition. You mean crying your West Legon, you ben West Legon Pharmacy. Takrade, you are Naji, you ben Choice Mart. Your number is 0240 512171. General.
All right, I'm so narrow.
Yeah, General, with the and here, my mere friend Agnes Dixon, Madam Agnes Dixon, and 70 years into Nebat few floors or say, and a former Black Stars player, Ransford or say, Omusi and wish your mommy a very happy birthday. Who call Wesley Methodist a word duma. Hona Antiagi Antiagi special happy birthday to you.
Okay, emra some breaking news about for Baba Trans na fioma to aso de amaye. Yami yad my besan ato aso biom. Yami yad mo china me hala ku aboat my lampard papa say obo ni dia na the BA aso ni din so. Wow. Yeah. Wa both degree ni kama pa. Congratulations ku aboat my lampard. Up next, breaking news. Yeda masupa.